Oh, yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. कैसी है पब्लिक? कैसी है पब्लिक? कैसी है पब्लिक? कैसी है पब्लिक? आज तो ट्विटर पे मजा आ गया. क्या हो गया रे वाइपर? मैं भी ट्विटर खोला था मैंने, देख रहा था मैं भी, बहुत कुछ हुआ है, बट उतना ध्यान नहीं दे पाया मैं. What happens on Twitter? What happens? Someone tell me please. What happened? बातें वगैरह कर लेते थोड़ी अपन. स्ट्रीम के पहले आरसीबी का टी शर्ट मेरे को पसंद है यार. क्या तुम आरसीबी को लेके बस हो गया रे हर्षल? अरे ना बहुत लेम लगता है ये आरसीबी. लेम लगती. हेलो प्रिंस, हेलो आदू, व्हाट अप? हेलो नमन, गुड इवनिंग. वीडियो भाई कैसे हो? एकदम बढ़िया. निरंजन भाई आप बताओ, आप कैसे हो? आई एम गुड. काउंटर हो गया बिटवीन गोल्डी भाई एंड शिवानंदी. चलो ठीक है, वो सब के बारे में अपन बाद में बात करेंगे. कंट्रोवर्सी के लिए नहीं आए हम आज. वी आर हियर टू वॉच द वैलो गेम बिटवीन रेवेनेंट एंड वेलोसिटी गेमिंग. वैसे प्लेयर इंट्रो हो रहा है, तो चालू कर देते हैं अपन. चलो मेरे को ही आवाज नहीं आ रहा है, किसी को भी आवाज नहीं आ रहा. नो साउंड. या मैन, नो साउंड एक्चुअली.
हेलो चेक.
यस चेक.
अभी भी जैसे मेरे को अपनी आवाज आ रही है पीछे से हल्का. हेलो.
कैप्शंस का है चालू.
हेलो. हाँ अब नहीं आ रही. हेलो. नहीं अभी नहीं आ रही. नहीं. Check. Oh, all the players are completely ready. Team Revenant grouped up. They will be looking forward towards their second victory. And I mean, if they are.
इसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हो भाई तुम लोग आज?
हाँ. अच्छा चलो, अभी तो ठीक है ना मतलब. अच्छा ठीक है.
चुप छुरू. चलो रमाजान भाई, मेंबरशिप खत्म. 10 स्टार 12 में 60% आए तो आपका स्ट्रीम देखना है. थैंक यू.
Somehow that map
टेंशन ले रहे ब्रो.
It would be a very difficult game for Velocity, and it already is without that IGR.
Hey,
अरे मदरसू,
let's have a look.
अच्छा खेल रहे आज.
Oh, I'm sorry. The age and selection.
VLT.
Scally previously picked, I think. Oh, never mind.
डोमा खेल रहा है. LFF.
Right back into action. But yeah, I mean.
LFF को LF क्यों बोलते हैं मेरे को पता नहीं चला. मैंने बहुत बार सुना है LF बोलते हैं उसको, LFF नहीं बोलते.
Do we have a bind or does Team Velocity just insta ban it out?
फर्स्ट मैच RNT लेकर आ रही ब्रो.
I don't know, bro. I mean, there's so many choices to pick and choose from. If they try to go for an insta ban, But then
भाई
they
मेरे को
might be
स्प्लिट
opening
और बाइंड
themselves
देखना है
up to
भाई,
a
स्प्लिट
Pearl
और
or
बाइंड
maybe
देखना
a
है.
Lotus Pick.
नाइस फ्रैक्चर मैन.
Okay, they banned Fracture. That's also
नाइस.
good enough.
आई हेट फ्रैक्चर, आई
Revenant
हेट
are a very
फ्रैक्चर.
chaotic team and they don't want
एक
to
नंबर
give
भाई,
a
पर्ल
chaotic
भी गया,
team
दोनों मेरे को
Fracture
पसंद नहीं.
by default, which could be their strong map.
Because if you remember against team
हेलो मनीष भाई, हाउ आर यू? गुड इवनिंग.
they got a very close game. And yes, there'll be data of just one game on how Revenant likes to play it out and how do they like to set up their default defenses. Because Split being a defense-oriented map, you'd like to have as many rounds on attack as possible. There will be little data available. But was it enough for Velocity to go and choose that map? And then the decider is Haven too. Hey, according to me, this map veto has gone all the way to Revenant. They really have an advantage
goes
on
for
the map
Anna.
that they're playing.
RNT has great potential, definitely. यार
to some extent,
पैराडॉक्स
I can
बहुत
probably
अच्छा
argue
खेलता है.
that
पैराडॉक्स
Velocity
में
will be
पैराडॉक्स को
able
बहुत
to
टाइम से
hold
देख
their
रहा हूँ.
ground on Haven.
I think
They've done so in the past. Obviously not against
पैराडॉक्स वाज इन एनिग्मा, राइट? इसके पहले पैराडॉक्स वाज इन एनिग्मा, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग.
Haven was earlier on in the map veto. If that was the first pick and Split being the last one, I think it probably could have helped out Velocity a bit more. It is true that they were able to defeat Militant on Split, but then again, you have to realize Militant were going through some wild experiments at that time. You know, they were picking Harbor and everything on Split, which isn't something you see a lot of teams
wasn't
do.
which org was he in?
Yeah, the things
Enigma
could have been a little
Paradox.
dicey for Militant.
नहीं,
but Velocity
Enigma पे
still
ये
faced
था
some
यार.
trouble. They still won 13-10, which isn't that convincing of a
क्या
score.
उस बंदे का नाम?
And especially against a team like Revenant, who are known for their
अबे
blitzkrieg
वो एक
attacks
बहुत
and
अच्छा
their
जेट खेलता है
really fast
यार.
pace. I think Revenant
भाई मैंने
might
अभी
just have
देखा.
the perfect setup for
मैंने
this
अभी
match
देखा
win.
था उसको दोपहर को.
Bind already is in their favor. We've seen how amazing they are at it. And even though they lost against Orangutan,
भूल
I
गया
don't
मैं.
think Velocity will have that same caliber of comeback.
RG पैराडॉक्स, रॉ फ्यूल, एनिग्मा रॉ फ्यूल था. इतना आई एम वेरी वेरी श्योर. मैं देखता था रॉ फ्यूल भाई, रॉ फ्यूल क्या तोड़ता था, क्या तोड़ता था.
DM though, as we all know, just loves to play Jet. That is exactly what he's going with. Helef will be playing the Omen and Amaterasu on the Sage. All right, and Doma will be the Cypher. So they are running a double Sentinel.
क्या स्प्लिट के लिए
should get good number of rounds on defense.
स्काई फ्लैश, स्काई ब्रीच, रेज. यार RNT का बहुत सही लग रहा है मेरे को लाइनअप.
Attacks, I think, and that's where Team Velocity will try to find.
RNT का मेरे को बहुत तगड़ा लग रहा है.
But on the other hand, I love what Team Revenant is running. A very util heavy comp. You put two players on a site and all the sort of combinations you can make with these 5 agents in pair of 2. They'll easily be able to stop a 5-man push coming towards them.
Easily being the keyword over here. Revenant Esports fighting fire with fire. These guys are the epitome
Yes,
of
definitely Rishi,
aggression
but
and
Rafuel is a
breakneck
very good
360.
duelist भाई.
Velocity on the other
मैंने
hand was
बहुत
supposed
matches
to be
देखे हैं भाई,
a
बहुत
very
matches
flexible
देखे हैं मैंने.
team, but because of their recent
पिछले साल
lineup
देखे, अभी
changes
ये
and
साल के मैंने इतने
I
नहीं
must say
देखे.
abundance of lineup changes, they are kind of struggling right now. Amaterasu and Hellfighter pick up agents which I expected them to, although it's been a while since I've seen a Sage on this map. I'm not really completely caught off guard with it. But Doma being on Cypher, yes, it does kind of tick me off. I would have expected a Killjoy on the other hand, but then again, Ching is also wielding the Hatted Spy, so it's fine.
4 लोग भी मैंने.
Velocity start with a fast pace execute towards the B side. The paranoia, it gets the better of
नहीं
Ching, but
Ching,
in the Cypher cage, he might just be able to
नहीं
get it.
bro.
Blackhawk was trying to follow up, hoping to trade out Ching, but the Trailblazer will make
Nice,
it
nice.
very
Nice
vulnerable.
bombard.
And the boom bot from Paradox is perfect. What amazing backup from these guys. Somehow Deathmaker is still alive. The flash doesn't get him.
3v3.
But Doma coming in from behind could be the difference maker.
नहीं,
Inside the
2v2.
smoke, he's only able to get
1v2.
And Paradox is now trapped in there.
He's all alone though, and just has 30 HP to his name. Now, if he's somehow able to find DM first, it'll be a great thing. But Paradox is being wrapped around by both the players.
Nice Para.
Paradox delivers the headshot now.
Oh
Headshots
भाई.
there.
Oh भाई.
Para just closes out the round.
Yeesh.
And when we thought Team Revenant might
हाँ
drop
ये
the pistol,
VLT.
Para just says no.
LTHP पे 2
Such
बंदे
an
मारे.
innovative player.
दो.
He broke that gap in the barrier orb, hoping to set up a flank peek for himself. But instead, he held his ground.
अब duelist क्यों नहीं
knowing
खेलते हो?
that
पता नहीं मेरे को
Velocity will
duelist
like to
पसंद ही नहीं
retreat.
आया कभी.
And with that tiny gap in the barrier orb,
Audience
he stops
prediction
the retreat.
86%
Oh,
VLT.
Velocity could have just legged it all the way there. They could have just ran past when they knew where
It's
Paradox was,
86%
but they probably
VLT.
didn't realize how low he was. If they had any idea, they might have just double peeked him. And
Middle
how
में
often
एकदम
have you
2-2
seen a
smoke.
boombot kill, honestly?
मेल रूम जा रहे हैं ये
I
लोग.
don't see it very often, so that
इन्होंने
is
heaven
quite
smoke
funny to
डाला
look
है.
at too. Good stuff from Paradox.
Oh, Velocity, they're trying their luck. this is the round where you try to, you know, find the
Only
default
proof.
setup of team.
देख लिया तेरा pro
Because
gameplay
in the early
सैंडी में.
whistle you were not able to get anything. So this time around they find vents completely empty.
वेंट में
They know
घुस
that
गए,
this spawn
5
is
लोग
gonna
घुस गए.
happen towards
नहीं,
the
एक
main
एक
side
बीमेन
side
पे
of the
रुका है.
AOP. The stun is there.
अर्र,
Followed with a patience from
Nice
Prasad, so
nade.
that will make sure that they are able to reclaim vents. And they've already flushed off velocity. So in the first 40 seconds they just clear out mid.
हाँ वीडकिंग वो मैच देखा मैं.
Towards either
बाइंड
side
पे क्या
because they
कमबैक आया
did
था
not have
भाई
a
ओजी
cover
का.
on either of the main areas. So they
अनएक्सपेक्टेड
are
था
all
वो.
grouped up. They're hoping that these pistols together are able to make something work. Where DM has upgraded to a sheriff, and the remainder of the players there is a shorty for LF, but the other ones just with pistols.
Yeah. Now Doma has to be a heel. No. What am I watching over here? I was about to say that Doma has to be the hero because he's the only guy in that position. He was the one who was supposed to lurk while the rest of his teammates hit A. And he almost prevented getting knifed, but he still died regardless. Okay then, man. This kind of sets the pace for the game. It kind of sets the tone entirely.
ये
It's just
गोली
the
नहीं
second round and
लगी.
we're already witnessing shenanigans like
ये
these.
गोली नहीं लगी डोमा की.
Hey, the bottom line, Revenant gets around, and there's no knife till now for this game at least. At least till
So
now, they were not able. They were not able to
Who
get
goes
that
for a
knife.
knife in the second round itself, dude? The game has just started.
I know. But the good thing is, if Josh falls there, I mean, you lose mid, you become a little bit paranoid.
चलो अच्छा है,
So
सारी
things could
गन्स
have
है
really
अभी भी.
gone wrong.
बोनस राउंड निकाल सकते हैं यार. 2 बुलडॉग है. बुलडॉग वालों ने अगर एक एक दो किल निकाल लिए ना,
You got it under control.
हो गया.
And look at Paradox. He's just 2 away from his showstopper too. And if you count Seekers as an impactful ultimate in this game, then just 2 more orbs available for Josh, and he'll have that.
nice
Paradox.
trade,
He'll have
nice
2
trade,
Seekers
nice trade.
ready, but an early aggression towards this B side will result in a trade. But guess what? No smokes for velocity in the entire round.
हाँ बे स्मोकर ही मर गया.
Smokes for velocity. It's Hellfighter gone.
मिड स्मोक नहीं दे पाएंगे,
Put
सिटी
that
स्मोक
nice
नहीं दे
beam
पाएंगे.
control smoke over there. And I think they probably wouldn't even have lost Paradox if it wasn't for the slow orb, because Paradox always swings wide and that kind of prevents his whole thing. At least the trade comes through. And you know what? Up against Vandals and Phantoms, I think even a 4v4 should be good enough. Yes. Set up a perfection, but that maker, he's
Nice
got a
one, nice
flash in
one.
his face. And now
Push
it
तो
is
रोका है,
gonna
push
be a
तो
bit
रोका है.
weird because the dashes have been used up. There's only 1 bird left onto Excali, and Velocity have lost quite a major chunk of their execute power.
They're waiting.
क्या
They're
इनके
waiting
दो
for all
इनिशिएटर
those
है ना.
cyclable util to come back.
इनको
and
मिल जाएगा.
especially, I'd say Excali's bird is very important right now.
One जा रहे,
could be
3
useful
बंदे.
information, but the other needs to be thrown in to break the crossfire. Blackhawk spotted down too. The stun will be there. Amaterasu has a very
Nice
qualified
रे,
eye of
nice
it.
right
Right
twist.
twist just peeks in perfectly. Gets a frag.
निकाल लिया भाई, निकाल लिया. बोनस.
And Revenant even with
Easy.
the bonus round.
Easy.
Jesus, dude. Revenant are taking turns picking up all these multi-frags. First it was Josh with the almost knife and the triple kill towards Ape Heaven. Then it was Paradox and Pistol. And now it's Blackhawk. Every
ये
single
स्पेक्टर
time
बहुत
somebody
तगड़ी
or the
चलती है
other from
भाई. ये
Revenant is
स्पेक्टर
able to
बहुत
go on a
तगड़ी चलती है. मेरे
massive
पास है ये
killing spree.
स्पेक्टर.
And I would be tempted to say that the individual heroics are setting Revenant up for success, but this is not just individual heroics now, aren't they? Even if Blackhawk wasn't able to get all of them over there, he had backup available. It's just that they never needed all this backup. And now, with cheap weapons once again, Velocity have to push into ramp as deep as possible. There's quite a lot of
दोनों stun हो गए
utility
शायद.
away, you know, the
Nice,
boombox
nice
will
stun,
be
nice
sent,
stun.
Trailblazers exchange on either side, and that will stop Velocity in their track. So instead of going ramp, they're now heading towards
अच्छा,
the bottom
Cypher
side,
के इससे
where
reveal.
one of them will get
Nice.
trapped in the wire, and Ching is able to just
आ
dismiss
गई.
all of them.
2 अल्ट आ गई इनकी.
Back to spawn, dude.
2 अल्ट आ गई. अगला राउंड बहुत मुश्किल है. VLT के लिए अगला राउंड बहुत मुश्किल है. एक तो सीकर आ गए और पैराडॉक्स की भी अल्ट आ गई. गलती से अगर 2 लोग आ गए ना पैरा के अल्ट में, मुश्किल है अभी ये बाय राउंड.
Every now and then, if they try to push aside all together.
प्लस ये VLT का पिक है. मैं तुमको बोला ना, मेरे को RNT का पिक बहुत तगड़ा लगा भाई.
The powerful utility.
ब्रीच, स्काई, रेज.
Into the tripwire, Ching was able to get one through the smoke and
अथर्व 1-2 बाहर के है.
push through heaven.
साउथ एशिया या फिर यूरोप वगैरह के. बाकी सब इंडियंस है.
What a good round for Team Revenant, keeping it clean, no weapons.
आई थिंक इस मैच में बस डोमा बाहर का बंदा है. डोमा या जॉश हो सकता है, मे बी था या या फिलीपींस, आई डोंट नो.
Yeah.
Nice
Would've
shot,
expected
bhai.
defensive
Nice
team to go up
shot.
4-0, but when Paradox is dry peeking you
Duelist
and
diff.
deleting you like that, what can you possibly do?
No,
I would usually criticize dry peaks, but then again, it's
Yes.
Paradox, and he makes it look so easy.
रिवाइव तो नहीं है ना इन पे.
Punished for his
नहीं
overaggression.
है. एक और लेके रिवाइव मिल सकता है अगर और वहाँ हुआ तो.
But now Xcali
और लेके रिवाइव देंगे अभी.
Both his birds have been used up. Josh uses the Seekers, and this will give away where Velocity are. But then again, Velocity don't have all that much map control in the first place, so maybe
Exactly.
Revan can take a chill pill.
Look at Blackhawk. He's all the way in their spawn, and I don't think so Velocity have any idea about the timing. The stun will even buy more time. The board as well. It is all setting up
Uller.
Blackhawk up for success.
नहीं
once
मत
again.
दे मत दे
He is
जा
trying to
आगे.
support his team, which is really
मत
not
दे.
necessary. He could still just continue the flank and get the frags he needs, and of course
खत्म
he'll do that.
खत्म.
The resurrection will be invested. The flash is there. The players
नहीं.
he had all the players lined up, and there was really no reason for
30
Josh to
seconds
peek
left.
before Blackhawk contacted over there. Oh, just some mistakes. Some mistakes into the battle. And Velocity, they bring the round back in their control.
Yeah, Velocity narrowly escaped that. I'm pretty sure they had their life flashing before their eyes as soon as they realized that Blackhawk is on the
10
flank.
seconds left.
They must be feeling terrible that they let a flank like that slip by in the first place, let alone survive it. But because there's a resurrection available on Amaterasu, they do get second chances. 1v3 for Ching.
भाई
He's
दो
pulled
किल तो
off
थे
some
भाई
amazing
उधर
stuff
ब्लैक हॉक
before.
के.
This will be a bit difficult, but he's got his camera to work with. The barrier off will make sure that he can isolate the fights towards the left-hand side and go towards the pillar uncontested. But then this crossfire is just a bit too deadly. It's a bit too lethal. There's a double up on the right side.
मत डालना भाई.
Another guy on left. It's nearly impossible to win this one, but does that stop him from trying?
I must wait.
Absolutely not. As long as he can kill some people and
yeah,
keep
exactly.
Tommy humble, it should be great.
ठीक है ठीक है.
And he gets one.
I am supporting Revenant bro.
He did what he wanted to achieve over here. And Revenant, the fashion they won the first 4 rounds.
Apun
and
is
they had a lot
Revenant.
of money. I mean, they're set for at least 2 or 3 more rounds like these. And bear in mind, Velocity did win a 3v5 over.
ठीक है, ये राउंड भी ये राउंड थोड़ा
being baited out. And Paradox, if he
मुश्किल
keeps
हो
winning
सकता है
shots
दोनों
like
टीम्स के
these,
लिए.
Velocity will have a really hard time.
एक तरफ
figuring out
जेट
how to go
अल्ट है,
around him.
एक तरफ
Jin,
रेज
yeah,
अल्ट है
just-
भाई.
just while exiting,
तुमको क्या
he
लगता है
got
बे
another frag.
कौन सी वाली अल्ट ज्यादा ऐसा
In a little bit of a tuffle.
डेडली है?
You have
जेट की या
Helen
रेस
with a
की?
half shield.
मेरे को रेस की
You
लगती है
will
भाई.
probably need a drop from maybe
जेट
that
अल्ट में तुमको इंडिविजुअली अगर सारे क्लोज बंदे हैं ना सबको इंडिविजुअली तुमको एम करके मारना है. रेज अल्ट पे अगर आ गए ना दो
But
तीन
yeah,
बंदे
I mean,
सामने
Revenant, the timeout has been called. They know
खत्म है.
that Team Velocity is running a very defense-oriented composition, so they'll need to get as many rounds as possible on defense to give them that buffer they need to finally close the map or split in their own attacking half. So they cannot afford mistakes like these happening, because in the previous round, if Blackhawk takes the first
not about
contact,
accuracy.
he
Vidking, if
Velocity
you
will
don't
be
have
easily
accuracy,
destroyed
if you
because
don't have
then all the players just
accuracy,
try to look behind
उस मामले में तो तुम्हारे लिए रिजल्ट बेटर है. बस बंदा ढूंढना और छोड़ देना है भाई.
Could have been beautiful, but they jumped the gun a little bit. They wanted to create more distraction for Blackhawk, which led them to just give away all the frags for free. There was no trade except for Blackhawk getting one, and that was the guy who got resurrected. So, yeah, Revenant, they are in control. They are in firm control, I'd say. And Velocity,
Race.
let's see what do they do in this round to break the momentum that Team Revenant has.
Velocity have some massive ultimates, but none of them can really help them
Oh, Para.
channel their way inside. This was a massive ultimate from Paradox, but he blew up in his own face, and Xcali is able to swing around him from the other side of sewers. So that didn't go as planned.
Not at all. And once again, Blackhawk is being called upon. He needs to pull off something miraculous in this sight-hold paranoia.
ऑडियो गॉन. 2 किल ले लिए इन्होंने. 2 किल ले लिया. 2v3 है, निकाल सकते हैं. सबका साउंड गया है ना. यूसी हो गया पारा का हेवी वाला. साउंड गया है गाइस, उनकी तरफ से ही साउंड गया है. वैसे अपना सब ठीक है. मुश्किल होता होगा इतना सब मैनेज करना, इनका ये ऑडियो, इनका ये पीओवी वगैरह, कैम वगैरह, ट्रांजिशन, गेम टू ऐड वगैरह। मुश्किल नहीं बट बहुत ज़्यादा टेक्निकल। नाइस नाइस किल, नाइस किल, नाइस नेड, नाइस नेड। पूर्वी 5 पैरा का एचपी ठीक है, 70 है, नॉट बैड। थिंक एक और पिक मिल गया मिड पे, ये भी गया। कितने बंदे बचे? एक बंदा बचा डीएम, 2 एचपी, खत्म राउंड। नाइस राउंड भाई। भाई अच्छा है, डुअलिस्ट ट्राई कर सकते हो गेम में। हाँ वैसे गाइस मैंने अपना माउस चेंज कर लिया है। दिस इज़ माय न्यू माउस, 55 ग्राम्स का कूलर मास्टर का वायरलेस गेमिंग माउस। मैंने शिफ्ट कर लिया इस माउस पे। इतना सा माउस है देखो, चूहे जितना ही माउस है यार, लेजिट चूहे जितना माउस है। पुश क्यों नहीं कर रहा? क्या है ये, इकोनॉमी खराब है क्या इनकी? हाँ खराब तो नहीं है। एंटी रेडियम, एंटी लग गया था हेड 140 का, हेड लग गया था। ऑडियो क्यों नहीं आ रहा भाई? ऑडियो ऑडियो ऑडियो, ऑडियो के बिना मज़ा नहीं आता यार। इधर आ रहा है क्या ऑडियो? नको भाई, ऑडियो गया, हर जगह गया ऑडियो। एफ, चलो गाने ही बजा रहे तब तक। फिर कैसे लग रहा है भाई? इधर वैलोरेंट में मारा मारी कर रहे, पीट रहे, वो लोफी गाने बजा रहे। नाइस नाइस पिक्स भाई, राइट टू वेस्ट, नाइस पिक्स भाई, नाइस पिक्स। अरे 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 अरे, एक और गया, खत्म है राउंड। सेव करो, बेटर है, सेव करो। कुछ पॉइंट नहीं है फाइट लेके, क्योंकि सामने पांचों बंदों के एचपी फुल है, आर्मर वार्मर सब है पांचों बंदों पे। फाइट लेके मतलब नहीं है, अनलेस एंड अनटिल यू आर सुपर सुपर कॉन्फिडेंट। और यो अभिनव एकदम बढ़िया भाई, मस्त मजा मा। वैसे गाइस मैं एक हफ्ते के अंदर इंस्टाग्राम पे रील्स अपलोड, अरे बहन डी 3 बंदे, अरे नाइस पिक, नाइस पिक, नाइस पिक। लगा नीड, नाइस राउंड यार। ये रेवेनेंट नाइस राउंड। आवाज के बिना देखने में मजा नहीं। आई एग्री, आई एग्री मैन, आई एग्री। मैं आज थोड़ा गोरा नहीं लग रहा हूँ क्या यार? वेट लॉस से ग्लो आ गया। थैंक यू फॉर रिस्पॉन्सरिंग, थैंक यू। हमारा भी चैट पढ़ लो। कौन सा चैट मिस किया भाई? ऐसा कोई माउस है जो बिना डोंगल के वायरलेसली कनेक्ट होता हो? हाँ है ना अंकित, ये वाले माउस में ब्लूटूथ कनेक्शन है, यू डोंट नीड टू अटैच योर डोंगल टू द पीसी। दिस हैज ब्लूटूथ कनेक्टिविटी। पीसी में जाओ, ब्लूटूथ सेटिंग्स में जाओ, ऐड डिवाइस करो, इसका पेयरिंग चालू करो। इसका पेयरिंग का बटन ये वाला है, तो पेयरिंग का बटन स्टार्ट करो, दबा के रखो, पेयरिंग चालू हो जाएगा। पीसी पे जाओ, ब्लूटूथ में ऐड डिवाइस करो, डिवाइस मिल जाएगा, कनेक्ट हो जाएगा, हो गया।
Just pointing their barrels at you. ready to turn you into Swiss
ऑडियो आ गया,
cheese
ऑडियो आ
the
गया।
moment you peek.
नो जिम स्टोरीज दर्शल, अब सीधा ट्रांसफर भाई, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन।
What answers?
मेरे को बहुत लोग बोले तेरा हर दिन का जिम स्टोरीज नहीं देखना हमको, फिर मैंने बंद कर दिया।
Whatever the coach told them would be applied to the
डाइट के फोटोज, खाने के फोटोज सब डालना बंद कर दिया मैंने। अभी सीधा भाई
three
before, after.
sheriffs, friends they are expected to work with. If they find a weapon to snowball the round, of course they do. Deathmaker is
Eagle,
able to
Valo,
get one.
Vandal.
Now, right to SFP, here's a lot. He could just invest the rolling thunder and
No,
try to
Ankit,
find the
no.
equalizer and then fall back. But there is support. There is support from Josh, who has a bird too. And the Trailblazers could be exchanged for information. Xcan is just waiting for the smoke to just be finished off. That is exactly what happens. But the Rolling Thunder gets invested. And the exact play happens. And Velocity. The number
ओ ए साइड मिल गई है उनको.
and completely dusted. Doma did call that there is no one picking out A heaven or A base, so you could find the site completely empty, and that is exactly what happens. They enter into
RNT
the
का मैच हो रहा क्या?
but with the
Yes,
weapons they have,
प्रणब.
this retake should be fairly simple for the side of Revenant.
Yeah.
हाँ भाई सामने वालों पे गन्स नहीं है भाई.
They don't walk into these velocity crossfires. I think they've already figured out where two of the players are. They just need to find the other guy.
Khatam.
And looks like they found everybody.
Anuj boy.
Trapped in a wall of his own making. He does have a better weapon, but he doesn't have a line of sight onto the spike, and now he doesn't even have eyes to see.
इतना kg lose किया. I dropped 7 kgs in 25-26 days, bro.
Again.
सुबह एकदम लाइट ब्रेकफास्ट, दोपहर को दो रोटियां एक भाकरी, डिनर स्किप.
And he's the one guy.
नो शुगर, नो मैदा, नो ऑयल.
Who can get velocity and entry, right?
मैं ऐसा 2 हफ्तों में कभी कभार कुछ खा लेता हूँ, एकदम हल्का सा, थोड़ा सा, नॉट ज्यादा, थोड़ा सा खा लेता हूँ. That's it. थैंक यू. बस क्या चाहिए आज तक बोल, तू जो बोलेगी वो बोल दूंगा अब, और क्या करूँ.
That's the issue that I'm
तेरे से बहस करके वैसे भी मतलब नहीं है, बहुत लंबी बहस हो जाती है तेरे साथ.
They've lost a 4v5 I think in the previous few rounds too. So the problem is that they're not trading
ओह
efficiently.
घुस रहे सीधा, रैम कंट्रोल ले लिया जेट ने
How
इनके.
isolated DM is. Yes, he has been set up. He might even have aim in A heaven control, but all that does not matter because at the end of the day you'll have to execute inside. Finally, Xcali is able to find that opening. Josh gets taken down through the smoke, the spray vent. And the frag is
हेवन से बाहर आ रहे. नाइस नाइस में. कैसे पीछे भागे, देखा कैसे पीछे भागे. भाई चोक मत करना. नाइस 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 राउंड बाय पैराडॉक्स.
And then again, the story remains the same. Revenant, they are capitalizing on it. They've got 8 rounds for themselves.
Okay, now this indeed is starting to look scary. I have to admit that when Velocity were playing split against Militant Esports, they looked quite stable, you know. They were able to get 7 rounds on defense and they were able to win 13-10. Now, I agree that attacking is the harder side over here, but come on, they still need to have like at least 4 rounds in the first half. Otherwise, it would be quite difficult for them. I admit that Velocity has a more defense-oriented lineup, so it would be somewhat easy. But then Revenant also have a much more...
बस पैराडॉक्स जैसा रेस खेलना है क्या? नहीं हो पाएगा सैंडी तुमसे. फ्लैश पे फ्लैश, फ्लैश पे फ्लैश.
But Paradox and his utility is just amazing all the time. He peeks out of the smoke, disrespecting everybody. And he
भाई तोड़ रहे ये लोग VLT को, तोड़ रहे हैं, तोड़.
In just one half.
Legit तोड़ रहे भाई. रेवेनेंट के बॉटम फ्रैगर के जितने किल्स है उतने वेलोसिटी के टॉप के है भाई.
But the previous 2 rounds, I mean, it seemed like it was a ranked game where as soon as your jet is not able to dash into the side, all the players are just afraid and
हाँ भाई VLT वोट किया है ना सबने.
That is exactly what happened.
आंदो आंदो.
And they were just getting picked apart.
अभी तो वोट चेंज भी नहीं कर सकते.
Great calls from team.
5%, आधे से ज्यादा ऑडियंस है VLT के साथ.
The flash gets thrown in and 2 players push out of that A heaven smoke. But hey, overall, it is Team Revenant who really have a dominating lead.
मेरे को इस ऑप का आवाज अच्छा नहीं लगा भाई. अच्छा मैंने बंडल नहीं खरीदा ब्रो.
Something completely different. And this time around they are again going for a B split. Or probably a B execute where you'll have Doma late looking towards.
ना डेडली फ्लैश है ब्रीच का बे इस मैप पे.
Even with the support of Xcali. So yeah, let's see that maker if he's able
एकदम अनएक्सपेक्टेड और परफेक्ट पूरा मिड फ्लैश होता है.
Fire out B main. He is saving it for I think a retake situation. Or maybe if the player just dashes in for exact.
पकड़ा.
DM gets.
अरे रे तारीफ कर दी, ये तो F हो गया.
Finally they are able to nail the timing, get into the side and make it a 2v5 retake scenario.
Exactly, that is perfect. But Josh is still looking
flawless,
sharp,
bro.
They
flawless.
all die as soon as they peek out of the smokes. Velocity with a flawless round to end the first.
Feel
half.
the velocity.
Definitely helps spice things up.
Be
Timing
Revenant.
was perfect. As soon as the jet dashed inside, the rest of them followed up right behind. They used the smokes for cover, and at the same time, the players on mid are able to peek and get all their frags as well. It's incredible. This amount of coordination required from Velocity right from the get-go.
Yes.
But since they're a more defensive-oriented team, maybe they can mount a comeback on the second half. It is the curse scoreline after all. You know, it is 9-3, so maybe it's not completely off the menu yet. But will they be able to mount this comeback? We'll have to push. We'll have to look at this in the second half.
क्या बात और ओमी 9-3 भाई क्या इंग्लिश बोल रहे हैं? हाँ तो जो साउथ, अगर तुमको पता नहीं होगा तो बहुत मतलब साउथ इंडिया में बहुत ज़्यादा लोग बहुत फ्लुएंट इंग्लिश बोलते हैं, लाइक केरला कर्नाटका बहुत ज़्यादा फ्लुएंट इंग्लिश बोलते हैं भाई वो लोग। एंडी क्या लिखा एंडी ने? एंडी उज़ैर अली बन गया कुल। मतलब सैंडी तो क्या बोला समझा नहीं, उसने क्वेश्चन पूछा तेरे से। आरएनटी बीटीएस ना, अरे बाबा पागल है क्या? कर्स है भाई, कर्स है। 1626 नॉट 1626 वे क्या 9 and 37 या 38 जो भी था वो बोल। दाढ़ी करके आओ वैसे मैच। अभी खेलो VLT, मजा आएगा आपके पास एकदम क्रिस्प है। मैं तुमको पता है आई एम वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट कि अगर मैं सीरियसली वालों खेलूँ तो मैं इंडियन स्पोर्ट्स में तो घुस जाऊंगा। मेरे को उतना कॉन्फिडेंस है खुद पे, बट नहीं यार, मेरे को बस ऐसा रीजनल तक नहीं रहना यार। अगर कोई गेम में स्पोर्ट्स करना है, स्पोर्ट्स फॉलो करना है, ऐसा डेडिकेट करना है पूरा टाइम पूरा सब कुछ, तो वो ऐसे ही गेम पे करना पड़ेगा जिसमें मेरे चांसेस ज़्यादा है इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे खेलने के। कंटेंट क्रिएशन से बेटर मैं स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर बनना कभी भी प्रेफर करूँ ब्रो, बट आई एम नॉट एबल टू फाइंड द राइट गेम यार। सुपर पीपल में आई हैड प्लान्स भाई कि अगर सुपर पीपल का स्पोर्ट्स कहीं से भी ग्रो होना स्टार्ट करता है ऐसे रूट्स, तो मैं आराम से घुस जाता यार। एफपीपी होता, टीपीपी तो होता नहीं, एफपीपी तो मैं आराम से कर लेता, बट गेम गया। मैं एपेक्स लेजेंड्स भी चला जाता यार, बट तुम देखो आज के टाइम पे एपेक्स लेजेंड्स का एक टूर्नामेंट दिखाओ तो मेरे को पूरे इंडिया में जो एक अच्छे लेवल पे हो रहा है, एक अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स ऑडियंस का दिखा रहा है उस पर। पैसिफिक नहीं देखा इंग्लर, पैसिफिक मैंने ऑनशिप नहीं देखा। तेरे को कैसे पता इधर घर पे बैठ के मैं कौन सी मैच देखता हूँ कौन सी नहीं? यू नो मैन, देखा मैंने आज का पैसिफिक ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स का, हराया मस्त वो जापानीज टीम को। ऑनशिप नहीं देखता मतलब ये नहीं ब्रो कि देखते ही नहीं। अरे ये गोली नहीं लगी किसी को। नाइस शॉट्स भाई। Josh, nice round, Deathmaker.
Gets a couple of frags, but that's about it. And Velocity, a much needed pistol round in their back pocket.
And Deathmaker's finally waking up. He was mostly absent in the first half. Just 3 frags in the entire first half, and now.
Nice shots है इधर, बहुत तगड़े मारे इसने। इधर थोड़ा इधर हो गया।
He was trying to help his teammates come in from heaven and hopefully flash across the entire backside of pillar, which
FIFA, I don't like FIFA bro, I don't watch football.
But he gets caught by Deathmaker playing from that angle, and he was alone over there. It's not even like Deathmaker had any backup. So
कार्लो तो क्या बोला मैं समझा नहीं ब्रो।
One way is placed by Doma, but
सच में कर्स हो रहा क्या भाई?
Actually use them because Revenant, when they try to go towards the A side, they usually ramp first, but with Deathmaker guarding that area, the gates are closed.
Should be a VLT round 2-2, and they need to make it clean, and that's exactly what they're doing. Great spam from Xcali.
Volume बढ़ाओ।
Getting another frag onto Josh. leaving the three players.
It has Adu बहुत बड़ा
they
scope
are
है,
still
but
together, but they really have no information.
the
on what's
teams are
happening
still
on the other
struggling
side.
to,
So they're
you know,
all
compete
just
with
pinched
international
down
teams.
Amen. Doma spots right to ace. The Trailblazer will be triggered as a reaction. I think it's spotted 2 or maybe all 3. Because I do see space being taken aggressively be made. Netmaker gets another frag, which is getting as
Hey, DM.
Strong a few shots. Worm is there by
थोड़ा सा
DM.
whiff हो गया.
Amaterasu is there.
IPL देखते हैं आप?
He has your back, gets the trade, and brings velocity.
I watch VCT every night. या फिर सुबह उठ के. अपने फ्यूचर कुछ प्लान्स बताओ. ये मैच के बाद बताऊंगा.
RVNT will be ending their eco streak. The big guns are out. Only light shields on certain players, which can give the Spectres of Velocity a chance to melt through their skulls and their craniums. Although I must say that we haven't seen too much mid-aggression.
आपका मैक्स कितना है एक दिन का? क्या
Or
मैक्स?
have we seen it from Revenant? That's partially because it's only been 2 rounds, but maybe things will change now. Revenant instantly switch up their defaults. They're not stacking up
बढ़िया
outside
अच्छी
of
खासी
the
पड़ी
main now.
ब्लैक हॉक को.
It's a 2-1-2 split for Revenant Esports, and they showcase presence towards either side of the map. So they want to keep Velocity guessing. Trailblazer up towards ramp. If he can break the tripwire, it would have been perfect, but he just misses it by a centimeter, and that is now going to give Velocity an extra layer of security.
I mean, those early cages that were thrown in from Ching
आप
just to
कब? इधर
make
तो
the
नहीं किधर?
players
मैं किधर?
A side a little bit paranoid that someone could have crossed out.
At the end feel the velocity.
Just all
देखते हैं
gets
शिवा,
cleared by
देखते हैं
one
bro.
Trailblazer.
अभी बाय राउंड है ना, अभी
That's
देखते हैं क्या
a
होता
great
है.
re-clear of real estate from Excali. And now they again see Ching, but you always know if you
अभी अगर
spot
ये
a
राउंड
cipher,
velocity ने निकाल लिया तो comeback के
lock his
chances है
way up
भाई.
position, you exactly know that is where the hit is not coming.
Yeah.
And that's a correct assumption to be made here by Team Velocity as well, although they haven't forced rotations as of now.
तो
hey, let's
किंगलर
see
इसका
how do
मतलब
they
ये
stop
नहीं
this
ना ब्रो
bleed.
कि गेम
They
खेलना ही
only
छोड़
have
देंगे
two
या
players.
स्पोर्ट्स बंद कर
There
देंगे.
will be a little bit of support from Amaterasu, but that can be just hope with some slow ups. That's about it.
Gusa,
Here comes
pita.
the paranoia. Oh, here comes a
Nice,
stun, and it's
nice,
just perfect. The flash to follow.
Nice,
up to
nice.
Deathmaker finally showing why he is a great player.
ठीक
Gets a
है.
couple of frags,
3v3
but is
है,
not able
कोई
to
सीन नहीं.
entirely stop that entry.
और इन पे गन्स भी नहीं है, शॉटगन और
And now
स्पेक्टर
it's a
है,
3v3
तो ये राउंड
Team
निकलना
Valorant.
चाहिए अभी 3v3.
Exactly. There was only one gap in that entire push.
फेवरेट
And
वैलोरेंट
that
प्लेयर
was
डर के.
the gap between the pillar and the main area. That was covered by Technical. The rest of them easily breached the distance. Paradox satchling in, getting both of those.
In India, it's
sending
Rossi,
up for
bro.
entry, now putting them in post plant. And it will be up to Paradox once again to make it.
Nice, nice round,
Hey,
nice
strike them
round.
hard. Everybody contributes with 1 on the board, and Revenant breach double digits.
Although I'd say it's still a good round.
Permission,
for
rogue
Velocity.
permission.
Coming in with weaker weapons, you're able to drop 3 rifles. That's greedy content.
बिना परमिशन के करोगे
And
तो
now you'll have all the
99%
weapons
कॉपीराइट
you
स्ट्राइक
need
आएगा.
in this-
स्ट्राइक.
in this round, and if you're somehow able to strike the players of Team Revenant,
मैं
back,
VCT मैं
you're
नहीं
able to
भाई.
get
वैलोरेंट मेरे लिए नहीं
ground
बनी.
in control, you'll
मैं
force
वैलोरेंट
Team
के लिए नहीं बना
Revenant
दोनों.
also. It is a great spot to be in for Team.
वैलोरेंट से बेटर तुम ये बोल सकते हो मैं बीआर गेम्स के लिए बनाऊं यार.
Even
मेरे को
now, if
ऐसा
they're able to win this round,
छोटे
it will
छोटे
be a
मैप्स वाले
very
गेम्स
good position
ऐसा
that
इतना खेलना
they
पसंद नहीं है.
defend themselves.
मैं एपेक्स या वॉरजोन टाइप गेम्स खेलने वाला बंदा हूं.
Alright, now that's a fast one. Excali's position predicted.
Excali,
There's a flash on one
Excali,
and a nade on the
पूरा
other,
100
and if
HP
that's
उधर ही
not
गया
enough to kill
उसका.
him, a bullet to the brain definitely will. Doma still playing inside.
Nice,
the side of
Doma,
the
nice,
game, so
nice,
he could
nice.
be a massive threat in the aftershock. and the
Nice,
Blazers
Doma,
both
nice.
don't fear
दो
him out,
बंदे
and
ले
he's
लिया
able to get
उसने.
one more.
Nice.
Overstays his welcome and still makes it work. But on the other side is Blackhawk. Oh, this could be a nice fake out. The plant does go down.
नसीब
and
उसने
he's in
DP
prime
cancel
position
किया
to
ये आ
stop
गया
that
था
pickup,
DM.
But instead,
Cancel.
he will cancel it. And this will just make Deathmaker a little bit more paranoid. It will force him to spend more time.
मेरे को पता
reclearing
नहीं
all
क्यों
these
फीलिंग आ रही
angles.
है डेथ मेकर पीलेगा भाई एक दो बंदों
How
को.
do you use the smoke that Helef has right now? The pop flash will be thrown into the paranoia. Is great
Okay.
at DM. A good
NT,
entry.
NT,
But I
NT,
think
NT.
his knife stuck out, and that's what helped Blackhawk.
वॉरजोन
get that
मोबाइल अरे
flag
वॉरजोन
and
पीसी
right
पे नहीं
place
चला
to win
मोबाइल पे
this
कभी नहीं
duel.
चलेगा ब्रो.
So a lot of duels happening all around, but it is Team Revenant who are coming out on top. 11th round for them.
मोबाइल स्पोर्ट्स में कभी नहीं खेलूंगा
Yeah, I
कभी
mean,
नहीं.
honestly, I'm surprised that Doma is able to get a second
Never.
one over there because there's so much util thrown at him, and somehow he survives all of that. Even Blackhawk able to get more
How are
than
you?
one kill.
घर पे सब अच्छा है? Yes, याम एकदम
Would
बढ़िया.
have been an unfair fight, but he still is able to get it. I must say though, the
वैसे
moment
guys मैं
that thing
10:30
dashed
को
in, if he
stream
was
end
just
कर
1
दूंगा.
second earlier, it would have been perfect.
I don't
He
know
wouldn't even get
scoreline
flashed
क्या
and he
होगी,
could have
कितने
gotten
maps
the
होंगे,
goal.
but 10:30 is my
The bird
deadline.
gets him before he's blind, and Paradox is now behind Xcali altogether, breaking his ankles, forcing him to look in a
Bye bye,
completely
Carlo.
different direction.
This is the worst possible nightmare for a low sensi player. You just cannot flick that high.
हाँ
The
अल्ट आ
mouse
गई.
pad just ends.
सही है, सही है.
And I think
Exactly.
that is what happened with Xcali. His mouse pad just ended and yeah, Paradox was still in the air.
Valorant एम के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं? प्रैक्टिस, एम लैब्स करो.
That someone would work.
कुछ
in
बेसिक
game
चीजें
and
सीखो Valorant में.
At least he'll be useful in that
Mid
situation.
level aim वगैरह रखना.
What happened? And now Chain. Wait a minute.
Jiggle
He
pick
will
करना.
now give away a rifle, and the players will be healed out too. So Revenant, and still there is a lot of time left on the clock. Right?
4v5 गता. अरे नहीं रे, थोड़ा अगर वो पीछे जाता ना, थोड़ा पीछे जाता तो डेड थे, 2 बंदे डेड थे.
Showstopper gets nothing. But Paradox, he is just like a
Easy
final
kills.
boss for Team Revenant. Just getting through him is something Velocity
और भाई
cannot do.
फील द वेलोसिटी क्या शिवा
Especially
भाई.
when the final boss has small mini bosses next to it. That stun
That too.
from right to ace.
और शिवा?
It was amazing. Clears up the entire
और भी
corridor
देखो कि
and
स्ट्रीम को सपोर्ट
everybody's
कर रहा.
then
अपन तो रेवेनेंट भाई, गेमर बॉय.
Jesus, dude. Revenant esports are speed running this
गेमर का
map.
मोड कैसे हट गया?
Split was supposed to be the pick of Velocity, but it's
गेमर तो
backfiring
घूम रहे हैं भाई,
on them
गेमर तो
so
फुल
hard.
वेकेशन पे है.
And up next is going to be Bind. Revenant have already proved
उसके बाद
that they
क्या?
are very
सोने
good on
अंकित,
that
सोने.
map. And Velocity have never played Bind before, so all things point in just one
सीधा सोने.
direction. There's a massive upset incoming.
पड़ी क्या इसको? एक गोली पड़ी,
narrowly
एक गोली पड़ी.
survives.
एक
Lucky
गोली.
to escape with an inch of his
नहीं
life.
यार, 2 गोली पड़ी.
Amaterasu really wants to make sure that they can't go in towards bench.
Nice, nice spray by Para, nice spray.
Don't have
GG
any plans
boys,
of
GG,
changing
GG,
anything.
GG.
The rolling thunder
GG.
concusses everybody in the site, makes them very easy.
चिंग की एचपी भी फुल होने वाली अभी.
And this guy just does not stop. Has to be the MVP of the game. I mean, he's looking for the third. Even
100%.
gets it.
1v4,
Even gets it.
easy.
With the flank is able to take
Easy
it.
boys, well played भाई, well played. Well played.
That's a dominant victory if I've seen one. 13
Well
5
played,
on
well
your
played.
opponent's map pick. We are yet to see Bind. That's the biggest thing. We're yet to see Bind. And on split, which was picked by Velocity.
मैप पिक पे भाई, opposition के मैप पिक पे 13-5 bro.
I mean, they've had troublesome games against Militant before. Revenant were obviously.
चलो मनु भाई, हम एकदम
take
बढ़िया,
the difficulty
एकदम.
level
आप बताओ
up
आप
a
कैसे हो?
notch. And especially when Paradox is firing on all cylinders, and not just him, in fact, the entirety of Revenant Esports is just hitting their shots, trading with each other so well, swinging at the same time. Everything about them is flawless. I haven't seen too many mistakes from Revenant at all, so this was a very solid game.
Oh, Revenant. I mean, you'll have to be wary about this team. I mean, even OG said it. The team Revenant did pose us a great threat, and I think Velocity really did not do their homework on how this team likes to play split. But hey, it has come to bite them
लगता है
back.
शेड्यूल बढ़िया कर लिया.
1-0 lead for
Yes,
them
yes, yes,
in
अंकित.
this series.
Yeah. Up next is
आज खेलोगे नहीं कुछ? नहीं सियाम भाई, 10:30 I'll end the stream bro. अच्छा, इसके शूट के लिए सुबह गई थी दिल्ली. अब समझा मैं सोचूं क्या शूट कर रहे हैं ये लोग ऐसा. तू कब वैलो खेलेगा? मैं ये माउस पे शिफ्ट हुआ हूँ प्रिंस. ये देखिए माउस है ना, ये लाइट वेट, इस पे शिफ्ट हुआ हूँ मैं अभी. तो इसके साथ पहले मैं 3-4 अनरेटेड खेलूंगा, 10-12 मैचेस खेलूंगा, फिर मैं जाऊंगा ओमपी में. बट कितना इजी पड़ रहा है भाई ये लाइट वेट, एकदम इधर से उधर. माँ कसम बे, स्मूथ ब्रो, स्मूथ. ऑरेंज खेलो. कोई गेम वापस खेलने में मजा नहीं है ब्रो. अनरेटेड मेरे साथ खेलो. तेरे को बुलाया तो था, तू खुद ही चला गया आज. एस दिल से वीएलटी का है, वीएलटी ही जीता. हाँ शिवा, बना ले बहाने, बना ले. तो 10-12 रेडी कर ले अगले राउंड के लिए भी, ठीक है? अगले मैच के लिए भी रेडी कर ले. मोस्टली आई थिंक खत्म है यार. नेक्स्ट मैच में भी खत्म है. नेक्स्ट मैच तो इसका है, रेवेनेंट का पिक है. बाइंड मोस्टली खत्म है. निर्भय ट्राई करने के लिए मैं हज़ारों गेम ट्राई करूँ ब्रो, बट 5-5 हज़ार की गेम्स अगर मैं खरीद रहा हूँ और 50-50 बंदे आ रहे देखने, तो क्या फ़ायदा भाई। कौन सा माउस? दिस इज कूलर मास्टर MM712। बहुत लाइट वेट है भाई, लिटरली बहुत ज़्यादा लाइट वेट है। प्लस इसका लोगो तुमको दिखेगा भी नहीं, पता है। ये देखो, तुमको एक चीज़ दिखाता हूँ मैं। बंद क्यों नहीं हो रहा भाई, क्या हो गया इसको? हैं? हाँ, ऐसा ऐसा बनता है, ये देख। कहीं पर भी तुमको लोगो नहीं दिखेगा इसका, कहीं पर भी। लेकिन ये देखो, देखो इतना ही नहीं है, विजिबल ही नहीं है इसका लोगो, लिटरली विजिबल नहीं है। बस मेरे मेरे को बहुत सही लगा ये तो मोस्टली क्या होता है, एक ऐसा कटआउट होता है माउस पे, अपने को लोगो दिखता है पूरा। और रोशन, बड़े सालों बाद, हाउ आर यू मैन? अनरेटेड कल हाँ खेल लूंगा मैं दोपहर में शायद थोड़ा। मेरी सलाह मानो, या तो माइनक्राफ्ट या घुस 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 रख क्या है। WWC माधु देखते हैं। GTR भी कर लो, ठीक रहेगा। सोल सिटी में अच्छी वॉचिंग भी आएगी। आफ्ताब देख ब्रो, बात ऐसी होती है ना कि अगर किसी बंदे को कोई चीज़ करना पसंद नहीं है ना, तो वो चीज़ अपने मन से नहीं करेगा, वो बस करने के लिए करेगा। और जब वो करने के लिए करेगा ना, तो जो लोग वो चीज़ देख रहे हैं, उन लोगों को भी देखने में मज़ा नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि उनको भी पता चल जाएगा, अरे ये तो ज़बरदस्ती कर रहा है, इसको मन नहीं है फिर भी कर रहा है। तो देखने वाले लोगों को भी मज़ा नहीं आएगा। मैं इसलिए RP नहीं करता हूँ। आई एम एक्चुअली नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन RP, आई डोंट नो व्हाई। मेरे को रोल प्ले बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है यार। यस अंकित, आई एम वेरी अवेयर ब्रो। इंडिया में बहुत बड़ी ऑडियंस है माइनक्राफ्ट की, बहुत। दिनेश, जब गेम आएगा ना ब्रो, तो वापस सब खेलूंगा। क्या सिल्वर वन मैंने तेरे से एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था यार। एटलीस्ट गोल्ड प्लेट तो होना चाहिए ब्रो तेरे को। इट इज स्काईलाइन। सिटी स्काईलाइन वो अल्फा क्लैशर को बनने दो बिल्डर भाई, वही करेगा अभी हर मंडे। और वेदांत, हाउ आर यू मैन? हाउ आर यू डूइंग? चलो, फर्स्ट मैप पिक पे तो ऑडियंस हार गई पोल के थ्रू। भी अगले मैप पे डालते हैं। जी वर्सेस TS, मेरे को पैसिफिक का नहीं मिला है यार अभी तक शिवा परमिशन। पुराना PC बेच दिया नहीं ब्रो, अभी साफ करके रखा है मैंने। कार्ड में जाए बाकी गेम से, वैल्यू खेलते रहो, सबसे अच्छी वॉचिंग आएगी। नहीं नहीं आएगी। इतना डिले, अराउंड 10-15 seconds। SATL, I am not in SATL Ryzen, I am not in SATL bro. Not doing well. Same man, not doing well. एंडी स्मर्फ आते हैं। किंग अनब्रू की तरह रिएक्ट चैनल नहीं यार ब्रो, दैट इज द लास्ट थिंग आई विल डू ऑन यूट्यूब। रिएक्शन चैनल बनाने से अच्छा मैं यूट्यूब डिलीट कर दूं भाई अपना। कभी कभार रिएक्शन स्ट्रीम्स वगैरह ठीक लगता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं यार, थोड़ा कुछ वैरायटी लोगों को दिखाने के लिए। कभी पीसी गेम्स, कभी बीजीएमआई, कभी रिएक्शन स्ट्रीम, कभी वॉच पार्टी। लाइफ टाइम यू आर जस्ट रिएक्टिंग ऑन वीडियोस, हाँ हु हाँ हंसी फुसी, मेरे को तो क्रिंज लगता है ब्रो। व्हाट्स रॉन्ग विद सुपर पीपल? गेम अपडेट ब्रो, जो गेम एक मेजर अपडेट आया था सुपर पीपल में, जिसकी वजह से जिस चीज़ के लिए वो गेम फेमस थी वही चीज़ हटा दी डेवलपर्स ने। पीपल लॉस्ट ऑल द इंटरेस्ट इन द गेम एंड उसी के साथ एकदम ऐसा प्लेयर बेस गिर गया पूरा। वॉरजोन इंडिया में वॉचिंग नहीं है वॉरजोन को वेदांत। इंडिया में बीजीएमआई एंड फ्री फायर, दीज आर द टू गेम्स, बीआर गेम्स जिन पे वॉचिंग है। वो भी मोबाइल गेम्स है दोनों। पीसी गेम में तेरे को मेरे को एक बीआर गेम दिखा जो आज के टाइम पे आईजीसी में खेली जाती है, बैटल रॉयल, प्रॉपर बैटल रॉयल गेम, पीसी बैटल रॉयल गेम लाइक एपेक्स, जो आईजीसी में रेगुलरली खेली जाती है और जिसपे ऑडियंस जो ऑडियंस देखना पसंद करती है। सुपर पीपल तो फिर भी आई वॉज वेरी सरप्राइज कि लोगों को इतना अच्छा लगा। मेरे को पर्सनली बहुत पसंद है सुपर पीपल। मैं इवन खेलता भी कितना अच्छा था भाई। अपनी टीपी क्या करता था मैं भाई, टीपी पे टीपी बैंडी, इधर उधर टीपी करो मारो। दिनेश, जब बीजेएमआई वापस आएगा ना ब्रो, मैं तभी खेलूंगा, डेफिनेटली खेलूंगा। CS:GO इज नॉट अ बीआर गेम मैडी। इवन CS:GO भी कौन खेलता है? कोई नहीं खेलता, कोई नहीं खेलता CS:GO। व्हाट वाज द अपडेट? अरे अंकित, अपडेट ये था कि सुपर पीपल में अपने कैप्सूल्स थे, बहुत सारे एबिलिटीज थी, से 9 एबिलिटीज होया करती थी 3-3 के कॉलम में, बस वो हटा दिया उन्होंने। 9 वो 27 से 9 कर दी, सारी कैप्सूल्स हटा के गोल्डन और व्हाइट कैप्सूल डाल दी बस। फ्यूचर प्लान कुछ नहीं ब्रो, अगले साल के एंड तक यूट्यूब ट्राई करेंगे, उसके बाद बिजनेस पे ध्यान। नहीं बट सैंडी जा इसलिए रहा है क्योंकि CS2 आ रहा है ना। ये जो पेरिस मेजर चालू है टूर्नामेंट, वो भी आखिरी CS टूर्नामेंट है वैल्व का। CS2 ब्रो, CS2। मेरा थोड़ा थोड़ा मन कर रहा था पता है CS2 खेलने का, मतलब सोच रहा था मैं खेलूंगा, CS2 आएगा CS2 खेलूंगा। पता नहीं ऐसा अभी भी मैं ऐसा बीच में अटका हूँ। नहीं 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 रुपए। यस ब्रो, नो बिजी ब्रो। रोशन थैंक यू फॉर स्पॉन्सरिंग। रिमोट विद ग्रुप गेम्स के साथ साहिल कैसे समझाओ यार, अब तो समझेगा नहीं ब्रो। ब्लास्ट टीवी पेरिस, या मैन, वो आखिरी टूर्नामेंट है मेजर CS का। बाय द एंड ऑफ 2024 फिर ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि मैं कंटेंट क्रिएशन छोड़ दूं, बट आई माइट स्टार्ट प्लेइंग प्रोफेशनली, मतलब नॉट स्टार्ट प्लेइंग प्रोफेशनली बट आई विल ट्राई। कोई नई गेम आती है लाइक ओवरवॉच जैसी आई, वैसे अगर कोई एकदम ब्रांड न्यू गेम आती है जिसका रिस्पॉन्स बहुत अच्छा है तो उससे मैं ट्राई कर सकता हूँ खेलने का। बिकॉज मैं ऐसा सुबह 9 बजे से रात को 9 बजे तक तो काम करने नहीं वाला, घर आके तो अपने पास टाइम हो गया गेम खेलने का। डिफरेंट गेम्स देखते हैं। डोंट वरी यार गाइस, अभी बहुत कुछ चीजें आ रही है तुम लोगों के लिए, डोंट वरी, यू विल गेट कंटेंट भाई। जो कंटेंट तुम चाहते हो इतने टाइम से, जो कंटेंट हम पिछले 4 साल में नहीं दे पाए, नहीं बना पाए, सारा बनेगा, डोंट वरी। ना 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 सार्थक, एंड्रॉयड पर कोई गेम बचा है ही नहीं। अच्छा सब निकाल दिया। GOTG हाँ देखी ना, बहुत अच्छी, मेरे को अच्छी लगी। गार्डियंस ऑफ गैलेक्सी देखो गाइस, जिन लोगों ने नहीं देखी देखो, बहुत प्यारी गेम है। हाँ आएंगे यार सैंडी, आएंगे जिनको ऐसा रिकॉग्निशन नहीं मिला है, आएंगे डेफिनेटली आएंगे। केरला स्टोरी देखी ना ब्रो, केरला स्टोरी भी देखी, इविल डेड भी देखी, GOTG भी देखी। अभी मैं 7 दिन बाद जा रहा हूँ फास्ट एंड फ्यूरियस देखने। अब सुपर पीपल है ब्रो, गेम गया नहीं है सिया, बट कोई खेलता नहीं है। गेम वैसा बचा ही नहीं है जैसा जब आया था तब था। गेम पूरा चेंज हो गया है, तो लोगों को इंटरेस्ट नहीं खेलने में, इंक्लूडिंग मी। नेक्स्ट कौन से कंट्री का प्लान? एज ऑफ नाउ पूछा नहीं है मैंने सार्थक, मोस्टली वियतनाम जाऊंगा मैं, नॉट डिसाइडेड येट, देखते हैं। ट्वीट कर, क्या ट्वीट करूँ यार? ब्लाइंड में किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हो? ब्लाइंड ये संकेत, दैट इज वाई, दैट इज वाई। माइनक्राफ्ट का प्लान तो बहुत पहले बना था, मैंने बैक ऑफ कर दिया कि मेरे से नहीं होगा भाई। मुझे भी ले चलो साथ में। शादी हो गई रोशन, व्हाट द हेल? ये तो गुड न्यूज है। डिपेंड्स रोशन, गुड न्यूज है बैड न्यूज है। हर एक आदमी की जिंदगी में गुड न्यूज बन के नहीं आती शादी। कुछ कुछ लोग पछताते हैं शादी के बाद, रोते हैं अकेले ऑफिस में काम करते करते। बट आई होप इट्स अ गुड न्यूज फॉर यू। मेरा बाकी चैट वालों का पता नहीं गुड बैड। तो पैसा देना सार्थक, पैसा दे। जापान की टिकट में मैं वियतनाम 4 दिन रह लूंगा भाई। आराम से चलेगा हफ्ता, आराम से 300 FPS इजी, वो भी मैक्स सेटिंग्स पे अगर स्ट्रीम नहीं करोगे तो। मैक्स ग्राफिक्स पे 300 FPS आराम से आ जाएंगे। PUBG PC डेड ब्रो, इंडिया में तो डेड, डेड ओवरऑल भी डेड, बट नॉट उतना जितना इंडिया में डेड है, उतना बाहर डेड नहीं है अभी तक। हाँ फिर ठीक है रोशन भाई, फिर ठीक है।
I think we might just see a double duelist from Velocity. What do you think? I think that maker will stick to the jet, or maybe Doma will pick it up. But I think we will definitely have one.
शादी करनी चाहिए या नहीं? डेफिनेटली करनी चाहिए भाई। मैं तो 26-27 में सेटल भाई।
I mean, why not, right? Xcali is amazing at that particular character, and it's been a while since we've seen Xcali play the Raze. So I would be really appreciative of this guy if he's able to bring that.
मेरी बीवी मेरे साथ स्ट्रीम देख रही है। अरे अरे भाभी जी नमस्ते, वेलकम।
The Raze on Split, which I think was a tiny contributing factor to their loss. But on
सार्थक, I'm watching Berserk.
staple pick, you cannot ignore her.
Let's see the hell if this time around goes in with the Viper. So yeah, I mean of course when we see a Viper, it's a double controller setup. Amaterasu rocking the Brimstone Para. He goes in with the
कुछ नहीं बोलो, एलिट्स के दिन बहुत अच्छे थे। अल्फा की बकचोदी रोज 9 बजे सुबह, कुछ भी बोलो। अच्छा हाँ, इट वाज अभिनव, हाइड्रा एलिट्स वाज माय प्राइम टाइम भाई। प्राइम मतलब आई वाज ऑन टॉप ब्रो, कुछ टेंशन ही नहीं था भाई, ऐसा अलग वाइब था। बट अब लोग क्या बोलेंगे पता है? हाइड्रा एलिट्स इसलिए अच्छा था क्योंकि वो हाइड्रा का था। इंडिविजुअल हमारा कंट्रीब्यूशन या गेम प्ले, इट डज नॉट मैटर। वो हाइड्रा एलिट्स था इसलिए तुम्हारा प्राइम टाइम था भाई। लोग ये बोलते बोलते भूल जाते कि हाइड्रा एलिट्स बनाया किसने। शायद तुमको भी आधे लोगों को पता नहीं होगा हाइड्रा एलिट्स बनाया किसने। लेट इट रिमेन अ मिस्ट्री फॉर नाउ। पुराने पीसी कितने में निकाला है? निकाला मतलब बनाया है तो वो बना है ब्रो अराउंड 1,70,000 1,80,000, बट मैं बेच रहा हूँ उसको 1,30,000 में, तो लाइक 50,000 रुपीज सीधा ऑफ। इनका ऑडियो फिर गायब, वापस गाना चालू। The art and the artist. रेसिडेंट इविल वोल्फ खेलोगे? प्रियांशु भाई अगर गिफ्ट करोगे डेफिनेटली खेलूंगा, माँ कसम। दो दिन के अंदर स्टार्ट कर दूंगा अगर गिफ्ट करोगे तो। चैट वाला तुमको जो भी गेम चाहिए मैं खेलूं, रिसेंट वाला गिफ्ट कर दो, फटाक से इंस्टाग्राम स्टोरी डाल के प्रॉपर अनाउंसमेंट शेड्यूल करके चालू कर दूंगा। मैं नहीं खरीद रहा भाई, मैं बहुत गेम खरीद ली, बहुत ज्यादा। पैराडॉक्स HP 50 ही है यार। नहीं नहीं नहीं, अरे नाइस, अरे नहीं यार ये तो डेथ मेकर है, मैं थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो गया। आइसलैंड तक मुश्किल है यार, जापान भी बोल सकता है। आइसलैंड if I'm going alone, Japan if I'm going with my partner. रात में रेड बुल मारो और MVP बनो। इसने तो फैंटम उठाई है भाई, DM लगा ही था मेरे को। थ्री मैन पुश हो रहा है शावर। भाई इन टीम्स का पता नहीं। पार्टनर अल्फा नहीं नहीं, ऐसा पार्टनर नको मेरे को, लड़कियां ताड़ेगा दिन भर। डोमा बॉय, बॉय। इन्फो तो मिल गया, लॉन्ग पे मल्टीपल बंदे आ रहे हैं। अभी आएगा एक और फ्लैश शायद क्लोज आने पे। यस नाइस। डोमा बॉय के पास फ्लैश है क्या? नहीं है, आ जाएगा लेकिन थोड़े टाइम में। एक गेम साउंड बंद है गाइस, बंद हो गया उनका गेम साउंड। दिस इज नॉट माय फॉल्ट, टेंशन मत लो, अपने स्ट्रीम पे ऐसा इशू नहीं होता कभी, उनकी तरफ से कोई टेक्निकल इशू है। नाइस शॉट DM, नाइस शॉट्स नाइस शॉट्स नाइस शॉट्स। इधर अप्रिशिएशन बनता है उधर देना चाहिए भाई। इजी फ्लॉलेस राउंड फॉर VLT। DM का आर्मर फूटा हुआ, 1,000 रुपए का लॉस। नाउ दिस राउंड इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर वेलोसिटी गेमिंग। अगर ये राउंड वेलोसिटी हारती है तो थोड़ा सा ऐसा थोड़ा डिमोटिवेट हो जाते हैं, बट अगर ये राउंड वेलोसिटी जीतती है फिर तो भाई फुल कॉन्फिडेंस, फुल मोटिवेशन मैच निकालने का। दिस राउंड इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर RNT। हड़ पुश कर दिया, सेज भी गया, खत्म है खत्म है खत्म है। यो स्पॉटेड है क्या? ये स्पॉटेड है क्या? हाँ स्पॉटेड है स्पॉटेड है स्पॉटेड है स्पॉटेड है, इसलिए पीछे आया जोश, इसने देखा था उसको। सेव करके डोमा को कुछ फायदा नहीं, स्पेक्टर सेव करके क्या ही करेगा। डेथ मेकर का समझ सकते हैं, सेव फुल आर्मर है, ये फैंटम है, बट डोमा का कुछ इतना फायदा है नहीं। एंड आरएनटी वाले भी पुश नहीं करेंगे इनको, क्योंकि उनका भी इकोनॉमी अभी अभी जस्ट बना है ये फुल वाई का। अगर एक भी गन जाती है तो मुश्किल है वापस गन लेना। नहीं नाइस पैरा। पैरा का कितना एचपी गया उधर? ओ 20 एचपी। राइट टू एस 2 एचपी, 20 एचपी, जॉश 60 एचपी। भाई तीनों लोग स्पेक्टर से मर सकते हैं। कोई ना, नाइस राउंड आरएनटी। अल्टीमेट किसकी है किधर? अरे ये क्या हो गया, गायब कर दिया। What is the scenario Indian teams? Nothing man, they're trying to improve, to get better, nothing else. I don't know यार, मेरे को सच में समझ नहीं आता इंडियन टीम्स कहाँ लैक कर रही है इन कंपैरिजन विद यूरोपियन, अमेरिकन एंड साउथ एशियन टीम्स। अरे नाइस शॉट भाई, नाइस शॉट। आई थिंक इसने विफ किया डेथ मेकर ने, उसने सैचल दीवार पे ही मार दिया तो उधर अटक गया। ये पिलर पे ही उसने सैचल मार दिया। सैड भाई, कोई ना, हैपेंस। दर्शन भाई बहुत सिंपल है यार थोड़ा। अरे डोमा बॉय क्या है? 1v2 है चिंग। स्पाइक ड्रॉप इनके पास है, चिंग लॉन्ग से आ रहा। नहीं गन निकाल। शिट, देखा कि नहीं, नहीं लेफ्ट साइड चेक ब्रो। इट्स द हार्ड वर्क। आई एम वेरी श्योर सैंडी इवन इंडियन प्लेयर्स बहुत टाइम देते हैं गेम को। आई स्टिल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड क्या मतलब क्या बच रहा है ऐसा। रेवेनेंट पे 2 बहुत प्यारी अल्ट्स है, एक पोस्ट प्लांट अल्ट है, एक इन्फो अल्ट है भाई। वहाँ गंदा मारता है। मैं अच्छा मारा उसने भी साइड के अंदर 2 बंदे। And you are way ahead in Valorant. Yes, they are definitely. NA से बेटर ये बोल सकता है आयान, ब्राजील ब्रो। ब्राजील की सारी टीम्स ऐसा भयंकर टीम्स है। मच्छर यार, मेरे यहाँ पे एक बहुत बड़ी फोड़ी आई है भाई, गर्मी की वजह से होती है ना यार। स्पैम में मर गया ब्रो। ओ डेड डीएम डेड। नाइस शेड तो नहीं बोल सकते बट ठीक है यार, गया एक बंदा। राइट ट्विस्ट डेड है, खत्म। यार क्या हो रहा है? ई साइड क्यों एग्जीक्यूट कर रही है लोग? ये पे जाओ अभी, मत जाओ अभी। स्प्लिट खेलो, डिफॉल्ट खेलो।
He was a dead man the moment the orbital strike was committed. I have to admit, this was so funny.
They should capitalize on it now. Orbital strike ready for Amaterasu. Deathmaker has
यार मैंने अभी तक ये इवेंट में कुछ डालने का ट्राई नहीं किया, पता है? रिकॉन, मॉली, कुछ भी ट्राई नहीं किया इवेंट के साथ। जो
I mean, these orbital
खुली
strikes have
खिड़की
been
है
quite
इधर।
funny now, haven't they? As soon as Black Hawk committed that orbital strike, I thought this guy is a dead man. Somehow survives and he gets healed back up as well. So it was really quite funny to see him get through all that mess. Although I must admit, now Velocity are going to be playing dangerous games. These judges have given them quite a lot of advantage before, but I'm not sure if they can continue doing the same. As long as Amaterasu is creative with his barrier orbs, I think they will still have an edge. Luckily, Revenant Esports don't have a lot of weaponry this time, so they can use one of those Blitzkrieg attacks and probably catch Velocity off guard.
Nice one.
They've already started to do so. Josh decapitates Hellfighter.
Josh भाई,
That's the judge out of the equation.
3-4 किल निकाल लो, ज़्यादा नहीं मांग रहा। RNT coach.
3-2. I'll try to make it a post-plan situation. So let's see how do Team Revenant want to play this one out.
ये बड़ी sexy है बे।
Has the paint shells too, so if any close angle needs clearing, he can use a bit of util, and there is some A showers presence shown too by Black Hawk. But Revenant, they regroup outside B. I think they're trying to play it.
Nice pick.
Excalibur has also been spotted down by Paradox, but Excalibur at least wins the duel.
3v3.
Amaterasu
Oh, head.
Link is there too. Amaterasu will be passed back up. Josh not expecting that angle, and that's despite down. There is just a sheriff available for right away, so he needs to hit the shot. And the time is also a concern. Gets the spike down, has two birds to play with. Wants to isolate.
NT.
Won't be able to do. Doma just cleans up shop and velocity.
I don't know, man.
Continue their winning run.
It all depends on
Yeah,
his
but look at
mentality,
the
bro. His health right now, his
simultaneous assaults by
mental health.
RVNT esports. They are
जब एक
consecutively
आईडी को
hitting all sides of the
कैंसर
map
हुआ
at
है
the
ना,
same time. You have
it
Paradox
all
making
depends on how
contact
he
towards
is,
a
उसका
shot.
condition कैसा है,
He
how
fights
he is
Scally
managing
over there.
his
At the same
personal
time,
life.
Blackhawk is trying to fight out of Bath. He almost dinks and kills Amaterasu. This would have been a big game changer because all of Velocity were very confused as to where the actual hit is coming, you know. They weren't able to get their rotations in on time. And if it wasn't for Doma going unchecked over here, this round probably could have belonged to Revenant. Ace does the best he can in that situation. He doesn't have time, doesn't have HP, and he's strapped. So he's like, yeah, I might as well just get the plant.
Time
get
out
that
आएगा
money,
शायद.
and
Revenant
let's
का time out
skedaddle out
आएगा.
of here rather than try to actually go for the frag wins. But this is a good start for Velocity now. Both the teams taking the lead against
Oh
each
yeah,
other. in each
I don't
other's map
follow
pick.
them. Andy, मेरे को इतना कुछ आइडिया नहीं क्या चल रहा है उनका क्या नहीं.
And that's an important timeout called over here. Now bear in mind, Bind is a defensive map, although Revenant did not seem to care about that particular fact when they played against OG and they were just running away with the rounds. But this time around, they are facing Velocity, and Velocity have an answer for everything they try. Most of which is
Hello, Pranjali, how are
again
you?
based off of Deathmaker and him getting those early
Best तो
stacks.
नहीं है ग्रेविटी.
Then
हर
inside,
एक एजेंट का अपना अलग अलग रोल है.
Amaterasu have been
तो
just clutch players, always getting
depends
those
on that.
PKs.
It depends on the map.
So yeah, I mean,
हर एक
Revenant,
मैप में
they're
अलग अलग
finally
एजेंट की
not
जरूरत
doing
पड़ती है.
anything wrong. It's
एसेट में
just
सोवा,
the
स्प्लिट
trades
में
are not
स्काई.
there, which was really a problem for Velocity in the previous map.
All depends, bro, on the map.
Let's see if
Nice
they are able to
shot,
figure something out,
baby.
because they
Nice
are-
shot.
I mean, they try to
Op
put
गई.
it up onto
I think वो
and him not
op
having
ये
that
करेंगे,
escape
लेने का
mechanism
try
is
करेंगे.
for the players of Team Velocity
ये
now.
छोड़ दिया op इन्होंने.
Down
No, but this is
away
this
of
is
the
still-
round.
अंजलि तो हर
This is
दिन
still
आके
such a
सिर्फ हेलो
difficult fight
लिखती
for
है.
Xcali to win, right? He's getting double peaked over there. Of course, there was
Yes,
Hellfire to
Aditya,
trade
बहुत
alongside
time
him,
हो
so
गया.
it ideally should have just funneled in and turned into a big 2v2 fight. But now there's no way for them to recover this op, and it's gone.
Chamber was.
The problem here, I think, is the new rework.
He was not the best
expecting
agent.
the
He
player
was
to
the
peek
most
so
broken
wide,
agent.
and then the door is
Andy.
also widened, so that angle is not that comfortable as it used to be earlier.
But that is why he was
That
also
could
the
be one of
best.
the
ऐसा भी
problems
बोल
because of
सकते हो.
which, Xcali was not able to hit that first shot. Because if he does, as you say, the second player gets activated too. So even if Xcali gets traded, Helef has a chance to trade him
भाई
back.
B पे 3 बंदे और
That
इधर
just
एक
did not
बंदा है.
happen because the first frag went Revenant way. And now it's all Helef, all alone in the site. No backup, no backup of any sorts, and he's able to get one, but that's about it. That's all she wrote in Revenant. They find themselves in a post-plan situation, a 4v3 post-plan situation, but Deathmaker has a very impactful ultimate to showstopper.
The showstopper definitely can be a game changer. But Revenant aren't giving them any fights whatsoever. The boombox spots nothing, the birds see nobody. Amaterasu just has to hope that the Molly's able to
क्या हो गया?
clear out at least one player, or maybe force someone to give out an audio cue. Doma's going for a very risky trailblazer. If someone shoots him in the back of his head, it would be a game over right here. And Paradox wants to peek out of that Viper Toxin Cloud. Jing is cleaning up shop. Deathmaker finally does something, but there's really not much for him to offer at this point.
जी जी. मैं आ ही नहीं रही इतने दिन से आज लिखा और
Money would
पूछे
be
तो साहिल,
Velocity's concern
कैसे
right now, because
पूछे
they
तो
were
सही
able to
कैसे
get
हो.
quite a
मैं
few
बढ़िया
rounds
एकदम बढ़िया.
on the back of,
एंडी
winning Pistol
हाँ बट
Round
अपडेट के
first.
बाद.
So that wouldn't be a problem. They still will be able to purchase in. But how do they stop? How
हाँ
do they
टेंस की उंगली को कुछ हो गया था शायद.
would be the right word. The way
यार ये
that
वैंडल मेरे को पता नहीं पसंद आने लगी है पता है.
was able to
Don't know why.
deliver the
Cockroach
first
Vandal.
flag. Xcali missing the off shot, although could have been where the round turned, because essentially after that Revenant just played it perfectly, played the post plant perfectly this time around. But yeah, there we go. LF, he has already started off. He has a judge inside.
नहीं यार.
All the utility is around him, but they're not able to get him. They're not able to get the frag
कैसे
down.
जिंदा
And
बचा ये
Xcali
आदमी.
just on the back of it is able to get one.
यार.
Paradox is
will
already
also
stuck
give
behind.
away his position. Paradox gets a frag.
Walkout कर
And
दिया
now
है
the smoke
एक्सकैली
as
को.
well, and then the counter.
भाई इन्होंने अपना अल्ट खोल दिया.
Revenant, they should have this round. Although the showstopper
Oh,
gets
okay,
one,
okay,
but the
पीछे वाला
player
मरा.
behind him is the one he took down.
पीछे वाला मरा.
Amaterasu is there with the trade. It's a 2v3. The pit is still down.
समीर तूने लिखा है
That's
किधर है
the
कुछ
major
इतने टाइम
argument
से?
that Team
हेलो
Velocity
श्वेतांक,
need to
हेलो
find a way to
कर्णव.
play around.
I
प्रैक्टिस
don't
नहीं
think
है
they're
या
going
मैन.
to plant right now. They will let the pit drop. They were hoping that somebody would be on the other side of it, and that would give them an edge going into the gunfights. But now they can just peek out of anywhere. Velocity is expecting them to peek from the lamps area. Rather, Amaterasu, as soon as he starts getting healed, he gets shot
Nice,
down.
nice.
And he
Oh,
still wins
bhai.
those fights. What a clutch player.
तुमा उधर था यार. अगर ये मर जाता तो शायद राउंड निकल
Getting into the
जाता.
second fight, he just had 16 HP left, and he still comes out on top.
एकदम बढ़िया श्वेतांक.
That's just good shots from Velocity. And
और ध्वनि, हाउ आर यू? स्मोकर डेड. साइट मिल गई है. साइट में कोई है नहीं. ये साइट मिल गई एक बंदे को मार के. 2 हुक्का, दो हुक्का, 1 सीटी, 1 एल्बो. ठीक है. पैराडॉक्स का ये पैराडॉक्स का नाम लेता हूँ मर जाता है. कुछ नहीं बोल रहा पैराडॉक्स को मैं. भाई इतना zoomed in कैसा है?
In fact, he's ready to jump through the TP, but
Josh.
the B long area has been breached already. And as soon as he jumps into the TP, Ace is ready for this one. Ching is making this one work, and all of a sudden, Revenant find themselves ahead of Velocity.
but look at the problem. The spike is stuck inside the teleporter, and you need Ching to come and bail right to Ace out. The spam is not being thrown in. He finally
भाई मिल गया,
pushes
मिल
the
गया,
spam
मिल
and
गया.
both the players
जगह मिल
cross.
गया.
The spike will now have enough time to be planted down, but can Amaterasu stop the players? No, he cannot. The spam does not find right to Ace. He is trying to give the players a hard time, but now
You're
he
looking
is
hot. I'm
in
still
trouble.
single, man.
Tries to fake out the jump, but no one's biting, no one's peeking. Amaterasu
Nice round.
gets picked by Ching, and that's a Thrifty and Revenant. With this round could really come back in the game.
You saw him at the end of
ये
the
तो deadly है
whole
ना.
round. The other
Deadly
guy
के अलावा
also
किसी
pulled
को
out
नहीं
his
जानता मैं
pistol
इधर.
to imitate what Amaterasu was doing. Oh, I swear to God, the subtle BM from the players of Revenant Esports is so entertaining to watch. But these egos, man, Velocity can't afford them anymore. I thought that Amaterasu would be a dead man the moment he
Team
picked
out.
up a fight towards Hookah because he can't be traded. And while he's
और
the
Yo-Yo,
one
how
who's
are
able
you?
to get all the frags,
Yo-Yo भाई
Revenant
membership
bulldozed their way through
खत्म.
A long. I'm sorry, B long. I thought that was the stronger area for Velocity.
Hello,
but
Devil.
Josh
Good
is just able
evening.
to decapitate everyone with the Guardian. And then he flips the script. As soon as Amaterasu realizes that the site is vacant and he's in danger now, he pushes out. Only to stop the guys from teleporting in. But as soon as they killed Hellfighter on the TP, Amaterasu was supposed to help him out. He wasn't present. He was already way ahead of him. Good
वो
adjustment by
smoke
Ching
बहुत
to
अच्छा था
use the
भाई
poison
Ching का.
cloud to bail the spike out of a troublesome situation.
Yep.
And that timeout from Velocity is out of desperation because now they themselves don't have money.
इतना chill है यार
If
Revenant का
Revenant
कुछ.
do not get thrifty, Revenant should have the fourth. And that's a decent.
मर्सी के साथ वालों के लो उतना like
Although, yes, previous
जान
year
पहचान
defense
नहीं है
was
रे
not
प्रतीक.
that good.
खेलने को तो मैं
Revenant
बिंदास खेलूं यार.
defenses where they lost most of their rounds. But I mean, it is a different day. It is a different team we're facing against. So
अल्फा को बाल
that could be different.
बाल से
Puma
करने का
spotted
मतलब
multiple
रोग में
players of
समझा नहीं
team,
ब्रो.
Revenant heading his way and instantly hits the TP. Now Amaterasu, let's see if he's even able to get one. The Trailblazer will make sure he does not get anything. Ching chucks him down. There is no one on this B side. There will be Hellf try to creep in maybe, but yeah, that Molly will make sure.
ये राउंड अभी भी हुआ. ये सेम राउंड वापस रिपीट हुआ है.
Orbital strike ready if necessary on the post plan. Revenant, they should have this round locked for themselves.
Oh, that was a very faulty one-way. Paradox had no reason to peek over there. But even if he does, I can understand. He kind of wants to figure out exactly how many players are there. Velocity know that one has crossed into elbow. They have two players' information available on hookup, but they need to find the rest. And the orbital strike shuts them down perfectly. It buys so much time. And now poor Doma was isolated. His teammates now have to jump through this toxin screen, which they never know is going to be up or down. And of course, the sound cues from dropping will give away their positions too. The spike is half gone, and with it, the hopes of Velocity as well. Blackhawk getting exits as he finally makes his way across.
No, same round
all
nahi hai.
these frags
Same round
go
nahi hai.
heavily in the favor of Revenant, and they keep two of their weapons alive as well. Velocity will now be soon facing the broke days once again. You know, they've been in the economic trenches in Split. And I just hope
Last
they
round
don't
was
find
50
themselves
tha.
over there once more. The last few weapons that they can muster will be purchased now.
यहाँ राउंड था
But if
ये ब्रो
Velocity loses,
लेजिट
they will only
आधा
have
राउंड वैसे ही गया है
just
लास्ट
a
टाइम
tiny bit
जैसा
of money in the next round.
सेम
They will
जगह
have a lost
डेड
bonus of 3
सेम
rounds,
जगह
which
यूटिल
isn't all
सेम
that
जगह वो
much.
वेपन सेम स्मोक हुक्का के
The only thing that you can say went positive for Velocity in the previous round was the usage of orbital strike. So they have one ultimate less to worry about in this.
अरे क्या गुस्सा है पैराडॉक्स भाई अच्छा गावात अबे दो लोग तो स्पॉन पे पहुंच गए भाई अपने
Look at the quick flank 2 through a shot. Paradox will take the chance, will take the risk to get the spike down. For Velocity, the retake should be there. Oh, but wait a minute. Paradox has showstopper available.
Timing.
That could be huge, but exactly the timing is not in his favor. Does he see the gun?
Nice,
No
bro.
way!
Nice.
What was that? And suddenly the post plant becomes so very strong for Revenant. Showstopper, nade, and a whole lot of ching too. And they don't need any of it because Paradox went in, guns blazing, and gets the ace.
Jesus Christ, he's the only one who makes it across. The blitzkrieg speed of his satchels takes him on the other side, and that's a position Hellfighter can't shoot him down in. Kudos to Hellfighter as well. Amazing spray down as the rest of Revenant were trying to escape the orbital strike. But you look at the positioning of Paradox and you could tell that he didn't have all the information. He threw in the nade towards the lamps area. He was planting while watching the smoke, which kind of tells you that Revenant aren't sure if Velocity are present over there or not. And despite lacking information, despite almost getting shot in the back of his head while he was trying to peek a shot, he's able to slay them both. That's just nuts. And once again, the awareness is perfect. Amaterasu has to make a run for it. And now there's a showstopper on his end.
कोई ना
Okay.
चलता है चलता
That
है
wasn't supposed to happen, but it did.
इसके बाद थोड़ा वेव चलता है वेव भी नहीं वो एकदम ही मुंह पे आ गया क्या ही करेगा पैरा भी
Yep.
इग्नोर तो नहीं कर
Although
सकता
you'd say that it is a good trade for Team Velocity maybe, but now for retakes you do not have any smokes left. So it has to be a complete
They can res.
weapon round. They can, but look at the position. Okay, yeah. Now they can. Never mind. So the smokes are back in action, and now Doma spotted two players. Right to ace has the bird available, and the flash is there.
I
Also,
shot
he
Doma, I
turns it
shot.
No
perfectly.
way.
He turns it perfectly, and even puts right to ace to a grave. The operator
Nice.
gets one. The knife gets one. The second is not there, and the shots get whiffed. Ching should have been able to at least get one in that spot, but it does not happen. And Velocity, they close this half 7-5.
Well, at least Velocity keep this competitive.
Switching sides.
7-5.
Thank you, Yu, thank
lead
you.
In the first half, so much better than Split already. But then again, this is partially because of the stage. They did have a little bit of a defensive composition, especially with Hellfighter doubling up as a pseudo sentinel. They will have quite a lot going in their favor in the first half.
दो
which
मारे
was
यार इसने
expected.
बट ये
But
चिंग
now in the
मार नहीं
second
पाया
half,
भाई
How will they get inside?
दो मारे यार उसने बराबर मारे दो
Available
चिंग
in the
ने
double
ये
controller,
इसने
they will
जॉश
have
ने
the ability to bamboozle Revenant esports, but Revenant are the kind of team that will just run them down, you know. On the defensive side, Revenant play very aggro, and they take map control quite quickly. So even if you are able to bamboozle them with the double controller setup, Revenant have ways of gathering information. So will this be a clean 2-0, or will we see map number 3? We'll find out on the other side of this break.
Hit for my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in.
गुड ऑफ या मैन गुड ऑफ अच्छा था। ए वैसे मैंने तुमको दिखाया है, मैंने एक बहुत सेक्सी माउस पैड खरीदा है भाई, देखो फेवरेट माउस पैड है ये। चल आर्च ये मेरे को बहुत ज्यादा सस्ते में पड़ा है यार, इसलिए मैं बहुत ज्यादा खुश हूँ। इसके एमआरपी तुम पकड़ लो 55 to 60% ऑफ मिला है मेरे को इस पे। एंड हुआ क्या है बताया, मेरा जो करंट माउस पैड है ना वो एजेस उसके स्टिचेस नहीं है एजेस पे, तो वो निकल रहा है ऊपर मतलब एज से ना वो कपड़ा ऊपर आ रहा है घिस के, हाथ घिस के। तो मैंने वो खरीद के रखा है, जिस टाइम वो ये वाला खराब होगा ना, जिस टाइम ये खराब होगा फिर वो निकालूंगा। ऐड नहीं है टट्टे, स्टील सीरीज स्पॉन्सर नहीं है मेरा। एमआरपी राइट नाउ सैंडी बिक रहा है 6000 में, अमेजोन पे 6000 में बिक रहा है ये सेम माउस पैड सेम साइज, बट आई गॉट इट फॉर 2000। I got it for 2000. Honestly, when I'm bored, I watch your highlights. अच्छी बात है, हाइड्राइलिट्स सही है, उतने सेक्सी भाई, अपना गेम प्ले उतना सेक्सी था ब्रो। बकचोदी उतनी अच्छी थी कि कोई भी देख लेगा भाई 2 साल पुरानी स्ट्रीम वापस। यूज ऑन वन पीस मैंने देखा नहीं किडविक। Hello Coffin, how are you? Good evening. वो स्टार्ट हो गया।
He ignores the boombot and the nades. This man is
One pita.
unstoppable. They've jumped in from the TPs as
Nice.
well.
3v3,
And
3v3,
this
3v3,
skill
कोई ना,
onto
कोई ना।
Velocity Gaming. A 2 for 2 trade instantly.
2v2.
At least it's down to a
Spike,
2v2
spike,
once more. And right
spike.
off the bat, the violence is
बाइक
the
मिल गया
solution.
लॉन्डन को।
Josh though has very little HP left, so you need to be very careful, Paradox, while taking these fights. It is better to give away the spike and the position, so that at least you're able to win the round. But Josh, he himself is hopping all around, a shot, and wants to get the perfect timing onto LF. But does he get it is the question, Paradox. They're playing in such
Yes, Devil,
symphony
बहुत
right now.
पहले साल से।
Team Revenant, let's see if they're able to close out the round or not. Josh finds a good spot, has to hit the shot, does not onto Amaterasu, has to fall back, has to reposition again. And this cat and mouse game between Team Velocity and Revenant, let's see which of these teams comes out on top. And the problem here for Revenant is Paradox is nowhere near the trading position, so Josh has to play a rat angle to at least get one, and he is positioned perfectly. They will
सार्थक
stay
मेरा एक
with the
फैमिली
goal.
बिजनेस है,
And now Paradox will be
मैं उस पे
activated
ध्यान
once
दूंगा।
again. He has the perfect spot, he has the perfect angle. Let's see if he's able to hit the perfect shots. He will be cut.
Nice
off the line of
shots,
sight, but
Paradox.
Get the shot corrected. Still, through the smoke he goes. But LF is able to trade things out
Spike
in a
planted.
1v1. A single bullet to the dome is what both the players need. The reposition from LF is great. And
Nice, bro.
Of course it
Nice.
is. It is Paradox. And he gets the job done. A pistol round where you needed the equalizer. Revenant, they just push from
ये बंदा
everywhere
फोन
on
पे
the
भी
map.
दिए भाई,
And
तो
finally
चल रहा है
it
आपके
is
फोन में
Paradox
सीन।
once again to bail them out.
पैराडॉक्स भाई
Paradox, the messiah of this team.
एक्चुअली
He's the
ब्रो
hero. He
एक्चुअली
doesn't need a cape. Sometimes he can be a villain to the other team, but I love the aggression from Revenant. Paradox is just absolutely relentless now, isn't he? All the utility in the world just doesn't bother him. There's birds, nades, and boombots in his face, but he will just go for the fights. And he somehow restabilizes all throughout. Revenant even jump in from the B long teleporters. They've used this Viper wall which covers the entirety of Hookah, B long, as well as Bath. So Revenant can easily crunch this area again and again. And this time it's Josh. Same place, same problem for Velocity. Only the player is different, and now they lost a spike too. So yeah, this round is looking sealed already.
Anyways, Velocity were not expecting much. I mean, if you lose the first pistol round, it's always against you in the
नाइस शॉट
first
एक्सली
round.
नाइस शॉट।
And yeah, alright, Xcalu does have a say in it, gets a frag. But then again, remember the Sage heal nerf. It will impact Xcalu a lot. He's just 1 or maybe 2 bullets of a Spectre. 38 HP, yeah, 2 bullets will take him down. He is still trying to take some shots, and even Doma is trying to creep up.
One enemy remaining.
Doma gets one, but then right to ace is there with the trade. In a 1v3, Doma has done it before. Won't be able to do it this time around. Good thing that they're able to drop.
नहीं रोग मैं खेल चुका हूँ ब्रो एंड मैं उसको कम से कम 1.5 साल से बोल रहा हूँ, सुन नहीं रहा तो मैं कुछ कर नहीं सकता यार. मेरा हो गया उसको बता के 100 बार बता दिया मैंने आयुष के साथ खेल वे आउट नहीं सुनता हूँ.
Equalizer right away. RVNT esports are always supposed to be the most aggressive team. I mean, they kind of built up their reputation like this, you know? Even back in the off season when they weren't playing in Split 1, we knew RVNT esports would have added a little bit of spice to the tournament because they are such a dynamic and aggressive team, and now they're really showing us why. This smoke that's been put up by Blackhawk makes Velocity kind of paranoid. They're expecting someone to peek on the back of it. That's exactly why Hellfighter is using his snake bites right away. Even Doma and the rest of the boys from Velocity are holding this smoke, expecting a push. But they don't see anybody on the back of it. Paradox deliberately reveals himself,
What a
hoping to set up
shot.
Josh for success. That was a
कैसे
good
बच गया
bait, and now
जोश?
Blackhawk helps them out as well. Picture perfect Valorant, man. Paradox distracts them, Josh decapitates them, and even though Paradox has taken a lot of damage, he's able to continue hitting these headshots.
I mean, do one better. He's able to retrieve the rifle too, and then the showstopper.
One
Oh
enemy
my
remaining.
god, this round is done.
Spike down
Revenant
A.
is just firing on all cylinders. Every player is winning his duel. And it seems like
कोई ना भाई
Arctis
bro.
is the only one to have a piece of pie. He is the only one left. But yeah,
Never mind.
Paradox will fill in him for... fill in him. Never mind. Revenant.
Fill his body full of lead. Just pump his guts full of those bullets, you know?
Uh-huh.
Put him in excruciating pain. Dude, what is this? Revenant walk into the round with specters and sheriffs and whatnot. They walk out with multiple upgraded weapons, a showstopper, and enough cash for an op.
बोनस राउंड
That's
निकाल लिया
just
ब्रो.
absolutely brilliant.
इधर गया शिवा चौहान, बोनस राउंड निकाल लिया दोनों मैप
God,
का.
and what do the Velocity do? I mean, it is still not over. At least it's better than what we saw on Split. But they need a victory over here. And
पांचों के पांचों बी पे है, ए पे 3 बंदे बट कोई नहीं है. स्काई एंड वाइपर
some hopes on map number 3, but
रोक तो सकते हैं या फिर किल निकाल सकते हैं लोग.
find themselves in the lead after this round. Both the players inside have been spotted down, so that's one good thing. DM misses the paint shell, so that angle has to be re-cleared, but you cannot disrespect the Viper wall. They try to jump through. and
Nice.
Joshi is taking shot work of everybody. He's just getting all frags left and right. The switch to Sheriff.
Nice.
Won't be able to get the frag, but yeah,
Nice.
man, you're good for one every time, but your team.
नाइस राउंड्स, नाइस राउंड्स. रेवेनेंट भाई बहुत प्यारा.
Revenant esports. Now they are starting to make Velocity Gaming sweat. This is almost deja vu of Split.
डेजा वू.
Revenant won 4-0 in Split. They started off on a very brilliant note, and now they have 4 rounds consecutively strung together in this second half of Bind as well. And they don't even lose a lot of weapons, which means that economy will snowball
Viper
out
Brim.
of control. Look at the money that Ching has. $7,000 to spare. 6,350 on Blackhawk. They've got money for days, and they're about to reach double digits. Doma instantly pops the Seekers. That's a
नहीं
bit
प्रतीक
too
नहीं आया वो.
early of an investment, but I guess he just wanted to find out how many are towards the B side. But with all 3 Seekers going B, it will mislead Velocity. Revenant are just starting to rotate back into B side. And the timing is going to be
Nice
crucial.
flash, nice flash.
Hellfighter and Deathmaker rack up the kills. And
Nice,
he's able to
Josh.
burn one before he dies, but Josh with the op is just absolutely nuts. And now he's got the blades too. Inside the smoke, he will be disoriented.
Nice ult,
dismembered, but
nice ult.
Paradox shows us what dismemberment truly means. He will literally disintegrate
भाई
them
उनके
to
सामने
pieces,
पड़ा है, इनको आगे
blow
जाना
them
ही
to
जाना है.
smithereens, and now it's back
तो
to
आगे
2v2.
जाना ही जाना
We are
है.
back to square one, and Velocity are on the starting blocks once again. Spike drop deep inside enemy lines.
One enemy
And Revenant have to make sure this crossfire is intact, but Paradox peeks ahead.
The flash.
Blackhawk has to make this perfectly. The flash does give away his position, but he can always take another posy. Doma anticipates
Wait
that
now.
too.
Velocity. Mid-round they hit the brakes, and that's a great call. I mean, Revenant, the way they were flooding into the side was just insane. Josh, even though he gets one frag and was surrounded with a lot of players, he still bought a lot of time for his team to get into the side, and that's why Paradox gets the showstopper frag. It was a 2v2, but both the players lost their
Doo,
duels.
doo, doo.
But hey, they were able to significantly dent the economy for Velocity.
काट वालो घर में क्या है भैया आज खाने में?
Velocity do have one thing in their favor, that they have a couple
क्या
of
खा रहे हो
options
आज?
getting into this round. They have the pit available and they have the resurrection. Resurrection in my mind is one of the best possible abilities in the game, but then using it is completely another thing. You do not get to use it more than twice or at maximum 3 times in a whole game. So that is something you'll need to keep in mind. Xcali, ask your boys to just go forward, try to take those early fights because the resurrection is always available.
Unless you're someone like Vibhor, you won't get to use your ultimate more than 3 times in a round. Remember that one game where Vibhor was playing and he was able to get his lockdown like some 4 times?
Yep.
The first time in the third round itself. That was quite a good series. But now Velocity have all these dangerous ultimates. Look at it. Hellfighter with the Viper Spit can shut down an area by himself. And if Velocity
बर्थडे पार्टी में गई थी,
lose
उधर ही
the
खा के
other
आई।
parts of the map,
I miss birthday parties यार,
will be
कोई
in
बुलाता ही
trouble
नहीं है।
because the showstopper as well.
बुलाता नहीं है, नहीं बचपन वाली बर्थडे पार्टीज
Not the
गाइस।
best flash, but that's okay. They wouldn't have found anyone anyway.
नाइस नाइस नाइस।
But you can't peek out of the Viper.
कोई ना,
poison
Amaterasu
cloud
का
like
HP भी,
that. Epic recently
ओह,
dies
nice
twice,
shot, nice
snaps onto
shot।
his heads. Okay.
क्या
I
है,
think
4v4
Ace wasn't
है ना अभी
supposed
भी?
to survive
ठीक
that
है,
encounter, but
कोई
he
दिक्कत
still
नहीं है।
gets away with a favorable
एक
trade.
बहुत काम किया अल्ट है दोनों टीम के पास। दोनों टीम के पास एक बहुत काम किया अल्ट है।
While Doma is still holding a shower, so essentially I think they will come back to that A site.
दो इधर दो उधर।
And
चिकन ग्रेवी,
for Revenant,
रोटी
they
सब्जी,
did not overrotate,
माछली,
so they still
कुछ
have
नहीं है।
more players
अरे
surrounding
प्रिंस
on the
इतना
A
गरीब
side, and
क्या हो गया
again
भाई?
and again Showers is
Yeah.
being smoked. So Doma really has no information about the players on site, except for the time where Paradox gives him a step or throws a piece of util. That is when he can call that at least 2 players are on site, because the Brim is smoking the side again and again, and Para is throwing some util. And Para's position will be known. The Seekers have been invested by Team Revenant to make sure that B is completely
नहीं बराबर
clear.
टाइम डाला है
And with
इन्होंने
that,
सीकर्स का, पता है?
Josh
बहुत
instantly
परफेक्ट टाइम पे
rotates
डाला है।
to buy
3
some
बंदे आ
time.
गए
There's a
देखो ए
volley
पे।
on A Showers, there's a laid out A shot. And Josh has now arrived. The showstopper.
Wow!
They yield a kill because Paradox has some heroics. And on the back of it, Blackhawk and Josh get those frags.
No
and
way!
Para's a madman. He's a madman to just attempt plays like that and make them work.
Holy
क्या
hell,
किया
dude.
पैराडॉक्स ने?
I'm not sure if this guy is playing Valorant anymore. I haven't seen movement like that. I mean, we've seen Jets dodge showstoppers by updrafting in, but satcheling isn't as simple as updrafting, right? It's not just one button. You have to position yourself too. He dealt some damage to
Manipuri.
Deathmaker and then just satcheled away so flawlessly. And that too in just one blast pack, straight on the other side of the truck. Repositions towards lamps and then climbs back once more to shoot down the Brimmy in the head. Holy hell. That has to be an MVP worthy play. If I don't get to see that in the highlights anymore, I will personally take it up with my producer guy.
My God. I mean,
रिवाइंड ही करना पड़ेगा भाई, मैंने मिस कर दिया
it's one
कुछ।
thing to lose a round, and it's one thing to lose a round and your mind
Too.
has now arrived. To buy some time, there's a molly on A Showers, there's a laid out A shot, and Josh has now arrived.
Oh shit!
The kill because
Shit,
Paradox
bro,
has some
that was
heroics.
so
And on the
clean,
back
bro.
of it, Blackhawk and Josh
So
get
clean,
those
so
frags.
clean.
One thing to lose a
इश
round,
भाई मैं कब
and it's
बनूंगा
one
रे
thing to
ऐसा?
lose a round and your mind too.
And
And
get
how
completely
you-
styled on.
How do you recover from a situation like that? Because now you don't even have money. I mean, money is also not supporting you in game, so that will definitely
अबे ये तो रेज डिफ हो गया इधर।
hurt the players
Kind
of
of.
Team Velocity a lot. See, if they find something, if they're able to get into the side, if they get a frag, they can always use that pit. Let's see if that's the case or not. A very defensive move thrown in, but yeah, right way is still not cleared. The pit will irrespectively be thrown.
अर्र
And the
मुंह पे
player is
बंदा है।
not checking the corner, so Blackhawk, if he moves in, he gets a free frag. Velocity though are yet to get the spike down, and all the rotations are already here for Team Revenant. 3 players inside. I think maybe 4 players, all 4 players on site.
Yeah, but look at these smokes from Revenant, I'm sorry, from Velocity Gaming. They don't cover the CT and the elbow sides. They only make sure that the backside is available for Revenant, which they will use as a staging ground. And when Josh jumps in, he will definitely have some
Stinger है
momentum.
भाई, stinger
Jin
है।
captures momentum on the back of it. He jumps in alongside him. And all of a sudden, this action turns into traction, and Revenant are digging a shallow grave for Velocity Gaming. They don't have time to dig 6 feet. They're gonna speedrun through this game.
8-11, and the momentum which Team Velocity had in the first half snatched away from them. I mean, it looks like all the
मेरे को लगा था कि अल्ट में कुछ ना कुछ कर लेंगे मे बी, बट
have been corrected, have been fixed from Revenant. This second half is looking like
F हो गया
they
थोड़ा.
have every possible read, every utility, and the timing of it is just perfect. And then Paradox is making plays out of the world which are working too.
हाफ शील्ड है सबका, यूटिल भी पूरा नहीं है, यूटिल भी पूरा नहीं है.
Change up the pace. It did not work the previous time. Do you try and go for the slow default where time is your worst enemy? Did not work. You've already tried it. What do you?
चलो ए साइड का इन्होंने ए शॉट तो ले लिया पूरा.
I mean, this time it wasn't even Paradox who made the most amazing plays, right? It was just Velocity failing to put the smokes at the right place. They only cover very little area. Only as far as the Viper's pit goes. The Sky Smokes were also deployed towards either side of the metal box. So it really makes it difficult for Velocity to have good post-plant positions. And with smokes like that, Revenant can easily circle you around. And that will be a big problem.
निकल.
Rare miss from Josh, but I think he can get away with that one.
नाइस.
He might not, but right twist is always there to support. And then the player.
नाइस शॉट अमतर भाई.
Long gets one frag. Amatar, great shot, and then
Nice.
DM turns out to
मिल गया एक राउंड.
Finally they say.
राउंड मिल गई.
But then again.
नाइस पैरा. नाइस नाइस नाइस.
Team Velocity and Alex win in a minute.
एंटी रे एंटी एंटी एंटी.
Yeah, completely shut down. But all of this happened because Excalibur was not picked off. He was just shot in the leg, a 120 tag, and you had the orbital strike ready.
रेवेनेंट का पिक है और रेवेनेंट अपने पिक जैसा खेल रही है यार. ये
So to replicate
VLT के
all those
पिक का और
instances again,
ये पिक के हिसाब का गेम प्ले दिखा नहीं अपने को.
win it is something very difficult for
पता नहीं क्या हो गया.
Well, at least they're able to put up some rounds together, you know. He was a thrifty of sorts, but they're able to get it to work. They were always out of money. They lost a lot of the weaponry in that Viper's pit round, and this time they're finally able to get some success. But if they lose this once again, then Velocity will be broke once
1
more.
HP bro, 1
At least with this one,
HP.
they've somewhat neutralized that economy that Revenant had, you know. At one point, they were rolling in money. Now even they have slightly precarious amounts in the bank. Hold on.
This
though.
Now 100 HP.
Yeah, this is an A piece, but Josh is positioned perfectly. Okay, at least the
Nice shot,
goes
bro.
with
Nice
no
shot.
but
Nice
he peeks
shot.
that angle. Who would expect that?
And he is still inside. Hey, you fall back over there, and if you do not, Doma just takes off your head. The orbital strike is ready and will be baited out. Great presence of mind from Amaterasu to just bait out the orbital strike. And then the molly, or maybe not, because Deathmaker's already watching the angle. But DM forced out. The molly is burning him down, and he gets cleared. Although
Nice one, Blackhawk. Nice one, nice one.
With the second though. Wait a minute,
कर लिया.
Revenant.
इन पे अल्ट नहीं है ना कोई भी.
The velocity they hightail it towards the B side.
पार्लाइट 84 देखना पड़ेगा प्रति खेलने से पहले भाई.
And make them
एक बंदा चैट में एक गेम लिखते बैठेगा तो फिर हो गया भाई मेरा.
have a lot of time to work with.
Doma has to set this flash up for success. Amaterasu positioned perfectly to play on the back of it, but the
Nice
timing is
round,
simply not
Revenant.
there.
Nice round,
Revenant
bhai. Nice
esports,
round.
They get map point. They're on the verge of 2-0 Velocity Gaming. This was quite a spectacular round, I must admit. It started off in a slightly dicey fashion because all the repeats from Josh were somewhat questionable. Yes, he's able to get that frag onto Hellfighter, which is all nice and great. Even Paradox gets killed early on, so
Operator.
I'm thinking, yeah, maybe Velocity have this in the bag because the trades were going well in their favor. Even the orbital strike gets dodged, so
भाई
that
3v4 निकाल लिया
ideally
इन्होंने.
should be Velocity's cue to
ब्लैकहॉक ने बहुत तगड़े पिक निकाले दो.
but guess what happens next? Ching hits them like a truck. First, he burns Deathmaker. And because he's giving away so much sound and he's flashed, Blackhawk is able to get
He's
a
shot.
very easy kill onto him. And then the spray transfer onto the other guy on top. That was just not supposed to happen. Amaterasu was playing for first contact. He was hoping that the flash from Doma would come in at the perfect time. But Amaterasu died before he could even fire back. And then Doma does the best he can. Just put the flash down, hope that he's able to spray them both, but that's just not possible. The movement on these guys is just a bit too good.
Why is the timeout call though from Revenant? I mean, it will
Why
help
not?
Velocity. It will help Velocity more than anything because I think Velocity did not have any timeouts left.
I mean, we've seen many a times in the past where Velocity are on the verge of losing a map, but then because of a timeout, they're able to mount that comeback.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So maybe something similar can happen. But then again, Revenant also have to take
GFF
a risk
COD
over
and
here
SP का
and
combo
go
है,
back that
अच्छी बात है.
timeout. You know what happened yesterday, right? Or rather in the last match that Revenant played. They didn't take a tactical timeout. OG kept on climbing, and before you know it, OG made the comeback and they won the game. So Revenant have to take that chance.
Let's see though. In terms of ultimates, you do not have anything impactful. Deathmaker even misses his double satchel. So I think this shows that, okay, yes, Deathmaker is playing the race, but he is not very comfortable.
पैराडॉक्स को एक गोली पड़ी वॉल बैंग हल्की सी.
Something you really need to just master.
पांचों लोग इधर है, 3 लोग बी पे है भाई. हाइट खाली है, 2 लोग शावर में बैठे हैं. शावर का विजन ब्लॉक्ड है. वन ठीक है, बराबर है, बराबर है.
They get the control, they get the wall down too. But now how do you deal with the showstopper?
नाइस नाइस
Run
नाइस.
away, that's how.
Damage तो हुआ.
Backed up, left with 25 HP, but the thing is he's still surviving. Although Paradox, he is trying to just throw the nade, throw every bit of utility that he has to stop the plant, but it still happens. And Amaterasu burning because of the molly a little bit. But this retake from Revenant is going to be very, very interesting to see.
Yeah, Velocity don't have much space to work with. As long as Doma can circle around Bath and maybe alleviate some pressure, stopping the spike from being diffused is very difficult. Velocity have to fight their way
Nice.
through. They take battles on
Nice.
two fronts, both towards A-Shot as well as the lamps, but Josh scales up the height and his blades are making a difference. Excali so
3v3.
lost, so confused.
Half
He's got
diffused है.
sound cues all around him, but he can't see an enemy. And Doma's flank finally comes into effect, but Ace shuts it down before he can make too much of an impact. The time has run out, but Ace is taking it. Amaterasu can't shoot
GG's
him in
boys,
time.
GG's. Well played.
Revenant have done the impossible. They take
Well
down
played,
Velocity
bhai, well played.
2-0. And just like that, Velocity's dynasty is heavily being questioned.
Oh, what a game. What a game from the side of Team Revenant. I mean, before the game started, me and Crips were having a conversation regarding this and talking how Revenant really have a chance at beating Team Velocity. But none of us expected it to be 2-0. We all thought that this will be a 3-map series. So Velocity have been buried deep into the ground as Revenant.
अड्डे दिस शाल टू यही. अरे शिवा तू इतने टाइम चैट में क्यों नहीं आया भाई? इतने टाइम चैट में क्यों नहीं आया भाई?
Pulling off what probably could have been one of the biggest upsets in BCSA. Velocity did have a lot of questionable decisions in this game. The map pool being one of them, the choice of players being another, but none as crazy as the decision to pick up Sage on both these games. I can probably chalk it up to that because that gives them so much stability but also takes away so much control. It takes away the ability to scale up, which is essential against a fast-paced team like Revenant Esports. And now that Echoes and Doma have lost against OG as well as Revenant, their position in the top 3 is in tatters. It's a big risk. I mean, at one point we were expecting Velocity to win the entire tournament.
थोड़ा एफ हो गया यार, थोड़ा नहीं बहुत बड़ा एफ हो गया वेलोसिटी का, बट कोई ना. क्या हुआ यार? वेलोसिटी वाज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट प्राइम टीम्स इन द कंट्री भाई. जी एल क्लासिको, जी वीएलटी लाइनअप थी तब वीएलटी की. क्या हो गया भाई एकदम से? एकदम से तो नहीं हुआ है, थोड़े थोड़े टाइम में हुआ है, बट आई होप जादू वादू हो जाए, वीएलटी फॉर्म में आ जाए भाई वापस. और टॉक शो करना है क्या? अभी तो अपने एकदम चिल है. इसके लिए और डीएम फॉर्म. हाँ यार, अरे इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट फॉर्म रे शिवा, वो प्रॉपर कोऑर्डिनेशन, प्रॉपर टीम वर्क चाहिए ही चाहिए ब्रो. जस्ट चैटिंग स्ट्रीमर या मैन थर्ड मैप हो गया ब्रो बेस्ट ऑफ 3 था 2 मैप तो जीत गए ये लोग शाउट आउट दे दो ब्रिजेश शाउट आउट टू यू नेक्स्ट बर्थडे पार्टी के दिन पहले नेपाल आ जा नहीं भाई कॉफिन बर्थडे के लिए मैं इतना दूर तो ना जाऊँ भाई बट यार किसी को याद आती है क्या यार वो बर्थडे की बचपन में वो प्लास्टिक की ग्रे प्लेट में केक आता था थोड़े चिप्स आते थे चॉकलेट्स आते थे पता नहीं और क्या क्या आता था मैं तो भूल भी गया यार वो बेस्ट बर्थडे हुआ करते थे यार हम पूछते थे थोड़े चिप्स है क्या तो आंटी बोलती थी नहीं बेटा चिप्स तो खत्म हो गए केक का एक टुकड़ा बचा है चाहिए तो ले ले भाई याद आता है भाई उन दिनों का Nonihal Paji, thank you for responsoring. Welcome to the professionals. Thank you Paji, thank you. एक बार चैट में पाजी ओपी कर दो यार. यार नहीं यार स्पाइडी मेरे इधर तो खत्म हो गया भाई. बचपन खत्म हो गया यार. बचपन या बचपना कहीं बचा ही नहीं है. बचपना बचा भी है लेकिन किसके सामने निकाले बचपना? समोसा. यस यस यस. आई फॉरगॉट. समोसे भाई. Man, I miss that life. काश में एक्सट्रोवर्ट होता है यार. पता है मेरे पास कंटेंट बनाने के लिए बहुत आइडियाज है जस्ट मेरी पर्सनालिटी ना बीच में आ जाती है यार. मैं बहुत मतलब ओवर थिंक करता हूँ किसी के साथ बात करने से पहले कि भाई अगर ये बोलूँगा तो इंसान क्या सोचेगा, ये बोलूँगा तो इंसान क्या सोचेगा, मना करूँगा तो क्या सोचेगा, हाँ बोल दूंगा तो क्या होगा. बहुत सारी चीज़ें सोचता हूँ मैं. इसकी वजह से बहुत चीज़ों में मैं ऐसा रुक जाता हूँ भाई. $50 के पहले पाजी पंजाब. डॉलर्स के पहले पंजाब. मिस दोस्त राम भाई हाइड्राइलिड्स. प्राइम टाइम मैन. वही वर्ड से प्राइम पीक टाइम. कैरम का पाउडर द हेक ब्रो. अगर बनना इजी होता तो कब का बन जाता कॉफिन. मेरे को कल एक और चीज रियलाइज हुई यार जो शायद मैं तुम लोगों से बताना भूल गया. मतलब डोंट टेक इट इन अ रॉन्ग वे. लाइक इट इज एक ऐसी बात जो हर कोई नहीं सोचता है. आई डोंट थिंक तुमने भी कभी सोची होगी. बट क्या तुमने कभी मेरे को देखा है मेरे एक्स और की जर्सी पहने हुए? आओगे तो बताना. आई ट्राई टू कम. हाँ साहिल डेफिनेटली. मैं अकेला नहीं आऊंगा मेरे साथ 2-3 बंदे होंगे ही. इट्स द सेम फीलिंग एवरी डे गाइस. आई डोंट नो हाउ टू एक्सप्लेन हाउ टू एक्सप्रेस दिस मैन. बट एक बात अच्छी है यार मैं रात को जल्दी सोता हूँ. इट्स गुड. वेरी गुड. आज तक सबसे वियर्ड गिफ्ट क्या मिला है? वियर्ड गिफ्ट. हाँ हर्षल भाऊ हमारे मॉर्टिन का रिफिल लाए थे पाजी. मॉर्टिन का रिफिल. I'm not targeting. Asking a question, man. You just tell me yes or no. In spite of being in an organization for 4 years, I never had a jersey. Not one jersey. Hello, Lafrar. How are you? 14 की रिफिल दी थी उसने जो खत्म हो गई फरवरी से अब तक खत्म हो गई। जेवण झालं ना रे बाबू, वो खाना। बचपन में सबसे वियर्ड गिफ्ट, बचपन में गिफ्ट मिलते ही नहीं थे यार, ओपन कोई था ही नहीं गिफ्ट देने वाला। नहीं क्लास खत्म हो गई रवी भाऊ, झोपा आता, क्लास संपली आपली आजची, उद्या अटेंडन्स आजची संपली। बचपन में सबसे वियर्ड नहीं बट एक बहुत खास गिफ्ट मेरे को मिला था। दैट वाज डाइनिंग सेट। डाइनिंग मतलब थाली, गिलास, बाउल, चम्मच, पूरा चांदी का, पूरा चांदी का सेट मेरी बुआ ने मेरे को दिया था बचपन में। वो अभी तक है घर पे, बहुत क्लीन एकदम। इट्स रिलैक्सिंग टू वॉच योर स्ट्रीम आफ्टर क्लिनिक। कैसा क्लिनिक राम भाई आपका? नमन तूने तो आज तक नहीं खोला होगा। यस मैन, दिस इज आरसीबी बंगलुरु। ब्लॉग क्यों बंद हो गए बैंकॉक के? नहीं था समीर इतना कुछ, आगे वाले व्लॉग्स में इतना कुछ था नहीं डालने जैसे। दिल से आरसीबी। चल काम की चीज है हर्षल, नहीं उसके काम की नहीं है, वो पूरे दुनिया के लिए काम की है बाजी। नमन के लिए वो काम की नहीं है, ये काम नहीं आने वाली वो कभी। चलो भाई मैं 5 मिनट में सीमेंट कर रहा अभी। उन ज़ारा सोने, दुनिया के गम भूल के अपन ज़ारा सोने। आपको क्या मिला था पाजी? पिचकारी कौन देता? पिचकारी भी ठीक है यार, समझ सकते हैं, पिचकारी लेने के भी पैसे नहीं थे पाजी। आज कोई लड़की की बात नहीं करोगे? नहीं रे बाबा, कोई लड़की की बात नहीं होगी आज। द हेक, अगले साल कब नाम दे? मरफॉल पर ट्राई करता का ना रे ब्रो, अगले साल। चलो भाई मैं तो जा रहा सोने, कल सुबह आँख खोलूंगा अभी। टुमरो मॉर्निंग, टुमरो। होली निकलने के बाद पिचकारी। अगर मैं जी सपोर्ट हूँ बट वीएलटी को ऐसे ओजी से हारते हुए देख के बुरा लगा, इसलिए वीएलटी सपोर्टर इज बैक। वो परवाह की स्ट्रीम प्राइवेट का केली, बहुत ज्यादा बोल लिया था मैं एंड में, इसलिए कर दी प्राइवेट। हेलो रवि दादा, रवि दादा खूप उशिरा आले आहेत शाळेत आज। आयुषी रॅली ट्रिप स्टार्ट हुई क्या? दिल्ली ट्रिप तो नहीं है उसकी, लेकिन वो घूमने तो गया है भाई कहीं, बताऊंगा नहीं मैं। गुड नाइट रो, गुड नाइट। मैं भी निकल रहा हूँ गाइस, चलो अपन मिलते हैं। अभी कल दोपहर को मैं खेलूंगा वैलोरेंट। अभी कल सुबह उठ के ग्राइंड करूंगा ये वाले माउस से। आई एम गोइंग टू ग्राइंड विद दिस माउस गाइस, दिस बैड बॉय। कितना हल्का है भाई, कितना हल्का है। ये देखो, ऐसा 2 उंगलियों पे भी उठा सकता है इसको, देखो कितना हल्का माउस है। ये देखो, मेरे को ऐसा, अगर मैं कोई चीज खोलता हूँ ना तो उसका ऐसा स्मेल लेता हूँ मैं एकदम। फोर्टीन में कमिंग सून। तो 14 मई को क्या है ब्रो, क्या है 14 मई को? बच जाओ जी, तो भी 2 उंगलियों से। आजकल थोड़ा बिजी हो बेटी। न्यू शोरूम, हाँ न्यू मेंबरशिप रवि भाऊ, न्यू लेवल मेंबरशिप, न्यू शोरूम और वाड़ू है। अभी तो खोलेगा भाई, खड़ रहा है। मदर्स डे, मदर्स डे कल? अयो पता नहीं था अपने को, मेरे को सिर्फ मेरा बर्थडे पता, कुछ नहीं पता। पर चलो बॉयस, अभी मैं निकलता, ठीक है? मयंक भाई एकदम बढ़िया, आप लेट हो बहुत ज़्यादा, एक्सट्रीमली ज़्यादा लेट हो आप। अगली बार से थोड़ा जल्दी आया करो स्ट्रीम पे। चलो इसी के साथ हम एंडिंग द स्ट्रीम, मिलते हैं कल दोपहर को वैलोरेंट के साथ, ठीक है? कल दोपहर को वैलोरेंट के साथ। एंड जिनको भी मेरे से बात करनी है ऑफ स्ट्रीम जिनको भी बात करनी है, डिस्कॉर्ड पे आ जाओ। मैं डिस्कॉर्ड की जनरल चैट में पढ़ा रहता हूँ भाई, सोने से पहले भी, सुबह उठने के बाद भी थोड़ा टाइम। एकदम ओपनली ऐसा एकदम फ्रीली बात करनी है 1-on-1, डिस्कॉर्ड पे आ जाओ, ! डालो, तुमको चैट में डिस्कॉर्ड का लिंक मिल जाएगा। नहीं रे विवेक, नहीं मिला। मिश्रा जी के क्या हाल बेटी? बस चल रहा है उनका बाजी, चल रहा है, सबका सब सही है। चलो गाइस, मिलते हैं अपन कल, ठीक है? टिल देन, गुड इवनिंग, स्टे सेफ, गुड नाइट, स्टे सेफ, टेक केयर, बाय बाय, पीस।